great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's good? What's up? What's up? What up, Nook? What it do, brother?
What it do, bro? What it do,
What's up,
family?
What's up, Tiger Nation? What's up, everybody, man? Come on in. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Hit the subscribe button. Y'all know what we do, man. Happy Monday to everybody. It is official. Kick Alcorn in the teeth week. Well, keep kicking them in the teeth because they got whatever teeth they got left in their mouth right now. They had that kick down their throat on yesterday, Sunday, yeah. Whew. But anyway, you know what? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Could you hear me the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I thought my microphone was off for some strange reason.
No,
All right.
no, the whole time.
All right, man. What's good, everybody? Man, yeah, bro. What's good? What's good? Big Lord, what's up, baby?
What's good, brother?
What's going on with you, man? Happy Monday, everybody. Action-packed show as always. KT Dub, what it do, baby? What's up, brother George?
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that hurt rolling, man. Yeah, it's official, man. You know what? It's actually bittersweet. Last week of the season, man, it feels like it's been a blur, bro. You know what I mean? It feels like we was just at spring practice, bro. You know what I mean?
Man,
it went by fast, bro. 10 games, been all 10 of them, man. And you know, Lord willing, say the same. I'll get to the one on Saturday, the last game of the season, and we want to finish 8-3.
Yep.
Yeah, man. They talking about
8-3.
Oh yeah, they talking about that jersey, man. Go ahead and shot.
Y'all know where it came from. My boy, everybody boy. Holler at him. The Jersey Wave, Craig Thomas. He got it for you.
There it is. Shout out to Craig, the Jersey Wave. Working on that website, man. That website will be ready to rock and roll real soon.
Yep. And basketball season is going, so make sure y'all, get with bro. Get the basketball jersey.
Yeah, got some big things coming from brother Craig, man. Got some big things coming. So yeah, man, dope jersey, Lindsey Hunter jersey. But if y'all want to get a jersey, 769-231-5121, or you can just holler at him on IG _the Jersey Wave _. And without further ado, we got TD on the screen. What's happening, big dog?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What it do, bro?
You got it, man. You got it. Good to see you, brother.
Always good to be seen, bro. How y'all making? What's up, Mark? Hey, good to be seen.
The exact same thing. Always good to be seen.
I said that when I first got on. That's right, bro. With what we did, the way the world going, it's good to be seen.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Come on in this thing, everybody. Hit that like button, hit the share button.
Ken, you're right, man. Like this season been a blur, man. Golly.
TD 10 games down. Man, 10 games played, 10 games done, bro. We went to TD and I made it to all 10. I know Nook got the work bug caught up, and Zoe got caught with the work bug too. Sheesh.
I miss
the golden fish whisperer. I got some content coming this week. Tomorrow, actually, is going to start rolling. I've been waiting on it. He thought I wasn't gonna drop it. I was gonna drop it. I just wanted to let the bye week get by. Then we got some tailgate content. He found that fish. That's all I'm gonna tell you. He found the fish. I'm gonna play it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yeah, Natasha, I'm looking for it, man. Hey, I gotta do something because at the beginning of the year, King, you know how I do it, man. I gotta hit it again, man.
Man, you ain't by yourself this time, man. I'm the heaviest I've ever been, bro. So, hey, I went to the doctor. Was it this week? No, it was last week. And boy, I'm big on going to the doctor, man. Make sure y'all go get them checkups, man. Make sure we healthy. All my brothers out there, don't be afraid to go get them checkups, man. I went to the doctor, man. I got on that scale. I said, wait a minute, this thing broke. I said, hold on, let me take my cell phone out of my pocket.
Right.
I said, hold on, let me take my keys out of my pocket. Hold on, I'm trying to look for stuff to take off, man. I was like, that thing didn't move hardly none. I said, God.
Break your heart, don't it?
I could have sworn the first thing I saw, man, I stood on that scale, that thing said, damn.
Hey, you still got to go in the morning to get your true weight.
It was in the morning.
My bad.
Hey, when you got to go to the doctor in the evening, now in the morning.
Yeah.
You first wake up, you release all them toxins and stuff. That's their true weight.
I had went through all that, man. I think I still had my shoes on, you know what I'm saying? And I lied to myself and was like, yeah, that's about 3 pounds right there.
Yeah.
My shoe didn't weigh 3 pounds. So, yeah, man. It was, but no, it's cool though, man. I'm motivated though. I'm motivated.
Hey, Ken, when I get started, and I'm gonna hit you up like I did last year.
It ain't gonna work.
Hey, Mark, when I hit him up, I say, Ken, I'm in the gym. I send him a picture of the treadmill or something. He'll say, good for you.
No, don't forget that. Don't forget he done bought a 10-year membership.
He like, good for you.
It's a 3-year membership. I got a 3-year membership.
Don't forget he done bought a 3-year membership.
Yeah, I'm in that thing. And I got a trainer. He still owe me 4 more sessions. I went to the first session. I said, no, player. You trying to get
expired. Expired, man.
He owe you 4?
He owed me 4.
Well, I look at winter, spring, summer, fall. There you go.
Hey, man, look, bro. I'm gonna get right though, man. I just need to. It's a mental thing, man. When you got a lot going on, you know what I'm saying. You got to make sure you know what I'm saying. It said no bread, no sugar. That's a good diet though, KT Dub. That's a real good diet. I don't like diets, man. I just I think I know what to do. It's just a matter of doing it. That's all it is. Right. Once you get past, listen. Down in that Frigidaire, I got some pear juice. You feel me? But y'all that don't know about that organic pear juice, just wait till after Thanksgiving and then you go drink your a thing of that. Everything in there is coming out. That's all I'm gonna tell you. By 2 good days, you're gonna be shooting blanks.
So you saying hold up on that Black Friday shop?
Hey man, y'all know that golden fish, man. It got me gone right now. So
well, listen, man. Listen, I go ahead, Brian. Man, somebody trying to get right with you. Look, I'm already. I'm good. You good, man. All I'm doing more of now is I don't drink that much alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Drink a lot more water, a little bit more exercise. But I had to get the mental right first. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't. Just had a lot going on, and I'm good, man. I promise y'all gonna see I'm telling y'all, man. 2024, my year, man. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be the best version of me. I'm gonna get back down to a size that I ain't gonna mention, but it's all good. So, but let me do this real quick, man. Then I'll let y'all rock and roll, man.
Yeah, I'm looking at that, man.
I want to send a huge shout out to my brother, man. My brother Robert. I miss Robert. My brother Robert. Let me make sure I get your name right, bro. He sent me a shirt. Wait, I just had it. Robert Momon, and got a company called Keep It Pushing, man. And I just He's a supporter of the channel, watches the channel. I'll throw this up. Saying, introducing Keep Pushing, our latest product line designed to keep you moving forward. Whether you're chasing your dreams or simply trying to make it through the day, Keep Pushing is here to encourage and motivate you every step of the way. And you know how people always say, hey, man, y'all, I love what y'all doing, bro. Keep it pushing. He was like, hey, Ken, I love what y'all doing. I got a brand. I'm going to make something in the JSU colors for you. I'm going to send it to you in the crew. He sent it to me. I gave him a size. That thing nice, man. Got the KP on the side of that thing. Keep pushing and see it through. Keep pushing and see it through. I mean, it's a dope hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
He must have pushed mine through the mail then.
hey, brother Robert. Hey, listen. We need hoodies for the whole crew, man. You know what I'm saying? Just hit me up. I'm gonna get the sizes for everybody, man, and we'll get you some merch, man. But appreciate you, bro, for the dope hoodie. I like it. Is inside the little pocket, bro. It's a double pocket. You know what I'm saying? So you can kind of. Yeah, you can do some things with it, man. I like this. It's got like a zipper to close off the inside so you can. It's pretty cool, man. Great quality. I like it. So, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you for the support, man. We be having
I always been a fan of that kind of, I call it the baseball style, kind of, little strip right there.
Yeah. And it's a great quality hoodie, man. This is embroidered on the front. We got some dope hoodies coming down the pipe, man. I showed them in the platinum chat, and those hoodies are going to be embroidered. It won't be we finalizing the design. It won't be pre-ordered just yet. I'm actually going to bulk purchase those and buy up. So when you get ready to buy, what I'm trying to do is have it to where when you're ready to buy, you spend your money, you get a quick turnaround. So the designs are pretty much done. It's going to be very Jackson State centric. And we're gonna get some dope stuff coming to y'all, man. But I do appreciate the merch, man. I really do. And keep it coming, man. If y'all got stuff out there, I don't mind modeling a little something for you. We don't mind modeling merch. We like merch, man. So if you want to send something to us, let us know. And see, look at it right there. Sister Zakia said, I love that keep pushing in black. Hey, look, he can do any color now. He got all the different colors now. I got to let me put the photo back up there real quick. Y'all copy down. Let me drop the banner real fast. Go to www.alpha2omegagifts.com. I would have to alpha2omegagifts.com. So, and tell him Ken sent you. Yes, indeed. So yeah, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it pushing. That's the mode of the day, man. Listen, I feel refreshed. You know what I mean? We had a really good bye week, some much needed, R&R, family time, and there you go. Oh shit, there you go. There he is. What's up, big dog?
What's up, man? What up, TD?
What up, Zo?
What's
it looks like you done took an L today. We ain't claiming no L's today, man. All dubs, bro.
All dubs this week.
Yeah.
Oh man, good to see you, bro.
What's up, the little family?
No hat today, just straight grown man style with it. Got the clean shave ball head. Well, we got the milk duds on the bottom, and we got the J hats up top. I like it. I can deal with it.
Let's keep it that way.
I got a milk dud too now, so I ain't jumping. But somebody might have jumped in for the first time. He talking about them. Look, I actually got a Walden. What do you call it? Peanut head. So yeah. But anyway,
hey Ken, hey, y'all people out there just don't understand, man. Y'all don't know. Nobody model like Big Man.
What?
Hey, the big man, he owns something.
Hey, Mark, ain't gonna get started, Mark.
It's an 8-ball, man. You rub it and make dreams come true, dog.
Oh, one of them damn balls you shake up and then got the little thing inside.
That was your little bad ass D. You supposed to rub an 8-ball, dog.
Rub nobody's head.
It ain't you that's supposed to be rubbing it though, but I believe that's all right.
Hey, nigga, Coach Simmons, that's what's up, baby. You know it.
Hey, man. Hey, so look, hey, brother Robert, man, if you're watching, hey, man, we got some folks that want that merch, man. Holla at your boy. Let's get the whole crew some sweaters, man. And I think he was working on some stuff. So I got to make sure we still on cue with that. These will make some really good, dope Christmas gifts too, man. So yeah, something to consider. But
hey, I seen what you dropped in that chat, man. That thing is woo.
What you talking about, bro?
Ooh, we ain't gonna talk. I
want you to tell them what you're talking about, but you ain't got to tell them. You know what I'm saying?
You don't. Nah. They gotta see that, man. I'm telling you, boy. Yeah,
man,
I hope you pre-order enough.
I think we're gonna go for the gusto, man. And then I gotta say this too, man. We definitely looking to really get into the NIL space. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, we talk about Jackson State, but we're not really officially affiliated with Jackson State through this platform. KC1400 Media Group is it's our own private separate entity, even though we all support we love and support Jackson State, but definitely looking to expand within that NIL space to try to do some big things and bless these athletes, man. So if we're able to generate some momentum for them, we're going to be selecting a few select athletes, man, that we're going to be able to, that's going to be some KC1400 brand ambassadors into the 2024 year. But I'll just leave that alone right there. But we already got a little motion on that. But trust me when I tell y'all, man, what's next for us in 2024 is going to be huge, man. So my mind always churning. TD hit me up this year like, boy, you always working. I said, always, man. Even when I'm sitting still, I'm working, brainstorming and thinking. I know Zoe working though. He be manual labor working. so we gonna we're gonna try to get you in that first hour because I know toward that second hour, bro, you can start the lines go to getting blurry. But we got some preliminaries, man. We'll get through. Let's touch on that real quick. We do have a foundation for y'all that don't know. If you're new to the channel, Friends with KC1400 Inc. If you'd like to donate to the foundation, now the mission of Friends of KC1400 Inc. is to provide strategic financial support to Jackson State University through collaborative initiatives that stabilize and enhance the viability of students. Our foundation allows us to do kind of what we want to do and support in whatever way we choose to support. There's no real direct anything. We kind of control the direction of which that goes. And the best way to support is through funding. But we're not trying to stand in front of the university. Continue to donate to every single initiative, pay all dues, all that good stuff. But we always consider ourselves as the in addition to, the on top of, the little extra here and there. So we figure what way to do it than to let our actions, let our desires meet our actions. Tax deductible donations through Givelify. You can go to Givelify right now, donate. Appreciate everybody that has donated and continues to donate to the foundation, man. We use every coin towards everything. Our latest initiative was the toiletries, and trust me when I tell you, all of the teams greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate the toiletries that we did. So merch coming. We do still have some t-shirts on the website. If you haven't, go check out the website now, KC1400media.com. Still got some big boy sizes on the standard hoodie, man. So I still got some 3Xs and 4Xs. So some big guys out there looking for a hoodie, you still can grab one while supplies last. All the smaller sizes are pretty much gone. We're gonna move on to the next endeavor. If you haven't gotten your season tickets, men's and women's basketball, you want to do so ASAP. We got some basketball. We got the women, and I'll get to that. The women play this week at home as well versus Tougaloo. But go to GoJSUTigers.com/2023 BB tickets, or you can call 601-979-0845 to get your tickets, man. The men are out on their third stint. Been in Los Angeles, been in California, Southern Cal, since last week, and 0-2 thus far. Lost to San Diego University, lost to Cal Baptist. And tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, but 7 p.m. Pacific, in Los Angeles, California, we take on Loyola Marymount. The game will be on ESPN Plus. So if you want to catch that game tomorrow, definitely tune in. Hopefully we can go in and try to pull off an upset, and go in and hopefully we got it together. My hope, fellas, is that Ramel Mansell is back. I spoke to his mom at the Cal Baptist game. She mentioned that he was going to try to play the Cal Baptist game, but wasn't able to go. I think he'll be ready to rock and roll everybody on this game. So we'll see. I think him being added in the middle with O'Neal, I think that adds a really dynamic front court for us. So I'm looking forward to seeing Mansell back on the floor and seeing us back healthy. Hopefully, Keontae Cornelius is also healthy as well. So we got quite a few players out with injuries, man. So I'll pause right there if anybody want to touch on just the thoughts on this game for Tuesday.
No, man, just so it's an opportunity, man, for us to get our first win of the season. And it'll be again another good non-conference foe. It's a game we need to win. We should be competitive in and give ourselves at least a chance to be, to compete, and earn the right to get the dub. So another West Coast Conference team. If you guys are familiar with Loyola Marymount, they're in the same conference with Mount St. Mary's and Gonzaga. It's a really good basketball league. And good school. So again, it'll be a good RPI win for the SWAC. And as a whole, if we can get more wins at this point in our schedule, it's games like these. If we can muster up 6, 7, 8 wins as a conference, it's these wins that move you up from a 16 seed to like a 15 seed or a 14 seed possibly.
Yeah.
I come down to what you do non-conference. So it's an opportunity for us. We just got to eliminate the turnovers, man, and knock out some shots and let the chips fall where they may.
Hey, well, look, I hadn't had a chance to just completely sit down and watch a basketball game. I've seen a glimpse of it. But this is what I want to ask you guys. I know y'all watched the game on Friday, and Ken, you've been to 2. What style of basketball are we playing, man? Are we running and gunning? Are we setting plays and pick? I mean, is it exciting basketball? What we got going on, man?
We run a system. The system is actually effective. The problem that I think, TD, is because of the lack of depth right now, lack of depth and size. What has hurt us is the second half. We have actually led at halftime both of these games. So the first half, we come out fresh, we hidden, and then we shoot more threes this year than probably we did last year, and we're making more at a higher clip. But in the second half, it looks like legs might get tired, and I know when you're losing a starter, you're losing an all SWAC big in Mansell, not starting off with him. This team was built around Deshaun Ruffin and adding him. I would have loved to have seen him with Chase Adams and with Kevion Hunt and Keontae Cornelius. These are all your guards, and you got 2 of them hurt right now. So you need that depth when you're going into the this type of play. But I do think we'll be battle tested. We do play. We run sets. I mean, we get up and down the floor. They move the ball a good little bit, try to get for the best shot. They'll work it inside, TD, kind of play that outside end game, and then just try to kick, cut, pop. It's more of a motion style offense, for those that are familiar. Pass and cut, kind of keep it moving, and they actually look pretty darn good just from a basketball. The basketball heads. Man, we look like we belong. I mean that, like sitting in there, and we were proud, man. First half of each game, but then you come out, we had these moments, man, these lulls, bro, where it looked like we either run out of gas, free throws aren't falling, and then what started to happen? Start having more turnovers, and then you start missing shots, and then they start making shots because they have more depth and rotation is a little bit better, and then here you go. So
it's a situation where they get impatient because they're not making the shots and stuff, and then everybody start panicking, and
you start getting down,
a
few rush shots here, shooters gonna shoot. Shooters don't miss, and then you have a couple of bad series, you try to time it out, and then that team starts getting momentum, home court. Because each team, it just kind of they play some really good ball. That Cal Baptist had a home court advantage for sure. Once they got in the flow of things, and it was just a phenomenal atmosphere, bro. I just would love to see the vet. It was like Alcorn Jackson State, bro. You know how when we was at the game, Alcorn Jackson State, the environment was but it was like right on your neck, though. Our seats are a little far away from the floor. I wish we were closer. So we can kind of like be more intimate. That's kind of the basketball. I like to be up on you. You remember the old Can Gym? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You own them. You know, you right there. You right there, and it wasn't no bad seat in the house, bro. So them type of, I love them, bro. I love those types of atmospheres, man. And our guys came to play. I think this team, boy, if this team had all its players, bro.
So Ken, so let me ask you this then, man. I mean, we be candid here, man. Do we have a pure shooter? Do we have a pure 3-point shooter?
We do. I gotta say
we have somebody. Once you see him set up, you like, hey, get the ball to him. He's in there.
Well, right now, from a 3-point standpoint, Coty Young is stroking.
Okay.
Coty, number 4, he's starting lefty. And I say this, Ken Evans has been balling, bro.
Yeah, he was coming on last year, though.
He has balled these first 2 games. The only problem has been they adjust. I think the adjustments right now, Ken Evans is that guy on the team right now. He's our leading scorer right now. I think he had about 25 last game. I actually got to go back and look at the stats. Matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, let me do that.
Look, for every guy we got on the team, the damn turnover negated and make us sound like we ain't got
boy, you said a mouthful then, so I can't argue with that one bit. Not one bit. So let's go to the stats. We lost 80 to 66 TD. We 0-3 right now. Versus Cal Baptist, Ken Evans had 27. And he was 8 for 16, 8 for 9 from the free throw line. I mean, he was playing about as efficient as it comes, but then you look at Kevion had 18 versus San Diego, and then Memphis, Ken Evans had 18. So right now, Ken Evans is the leading scorer on the team by far. He's averaging 19 a game. That's your guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's I agree with that, Brianna. A little bit more consistency from Coty. I think Coty gets he kind of makes his mind up when he wants to shoot, and he's already ready to shoot before he even. And what happens is I'm a shooter, so I understand that mindset. Sometimes when you don't get the shots that you want, you're kind of thinking, man, I got to get my shots up. And I'm not saying he's thinking that, but I just know how shooters think. And you can't have that mindset. You got to let the game come to you. And I think the takeaway, CD, is all 3 of these games, we were in all 3 of them. It wasn't just no blowouts or whatever type. Why I'm losing by 20 by Memphis, but Zoe said the mouthful. He explained the whole thing. We're probably averaging 20 plus turnovers. I don't think probably. We're averaging over 20 a game. And that's way too many. Because every time you give the ball away, you lose the opportunity to get a shot off. You know what I'm saying? So I get playing fast, but we got to be a little bit more smarter with taking care of the ball, because I think that's the thing that we're going to see get better now. I'm impressed with Chase. Chase plays pretty well, but, we got to have a little bit more. But that's why I think Mansell playing as that toughness. He gives you the extra rebounds. He gives you that offensive rebounding effect. You know what I'm saying? He gives you that pick and roll type situation where, that defense, you need that. You need that, because if you go back to that Cal Baptist game, they got some and ones they got on the inside. But, man, that second half around the 10-minute mark, bro, man, they hit 3, I'm talking about 3 daggers, bro. Like the game was shifting, and it was like bang, 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 and now we down double digits, bro. And it's like, oh, my goodness, the crowd going crazy, and now we got to try to settle down. Because we like, damn, we letting another game get away from us. And I think we just got to go in and play basketball. We got to go in and play basketball. That is a good point, KC Dub. I thought about this too, with the amount of turnovers sometimes. But unfortunately, man, it's tough. It's tough. They're going to figure it out, though. I really believe this team is capable of winning the SWAC, though. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what happened with nobody else. Y'all know how it is. When SWAC play roll around, it's mano a mano. It ain't any given, what you say, any given Saturday, TD, is any given night, bro, you can get had. It's basketball. But again, that's right, Brianna, the fundamentals of the game. I'm a stickler for turnovers and free throws, bro. It drives me insane, because I feel like, we should be on the positive side of those, whether, shooting at a higher clip. Now we're doing okay, but the turnovers we got to clean up.
Isn't that O'Neal guy that came in from Alabama State? Isn't he a big? Doesn't he supposed to be?
Yeah, without question. And he's a dog, super athletic. He's an amazing addition, actually. But I'm telling you, him with Manziel side by side, whoo, come on now. That's what I'm anxious to see, because I think you start. O'Neal is a foe. He's an energy guy. He can get you rebounds. He can dunk. He can jump out the gym, and he can score down low. But if you put Manziel in there with him, I think now you got something. You got a problem, and we just haven't had a chance to see that just yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Manziel's 6'9", bro. You can't, 6'9", 6'10", 6'9", and he's athletic, and he plays above the rim, and he's your defender. That's your shot blocker. So okay.
So excuse me. If the inside is good, once old guys come back, they got somebody to kick the ball out to, kick it out to Ken, and maybe another shooter. We got another guard out there that can shoot that thing, that can stroke it.
Yeah, we got some guard. We got some folks that can shoot it. Actually, man, Zeke Cook has been. I said Zeke Hunt. Keep thinking about Kiwi, but Zeke has come along. He's a toughness. I mean, that you play Zeke, Manziel, and Jordan O'Neal with. I don't know if you start all of them. I don't know how that works. How he moves that rotation, because you're probably gonna still start Coty and Ken and Chase. Do you bring Zeke? You know what I'm saying? That's going to kind of be the question mark. Do you just bring Manziel off the bench since he's behind, But I like it's a good problem to have. I'll say that. But we got it. We'll see tomorrow. I'll be in the building. No interruptions, no shows to have to try to do. It'll be good to just go in the game and just check it out and scout the game. And so everybody tune in on ESPN Plus, man. Next up, women's basketball, man. We got to get to this game. So Wednesday night, for those that are going to be in town, man, hey, we got Jackson State versus Tougaloo. Women's basketball, man. Another outing. We got them girls coming in town. I don't know anything about Tougaloo, but I don't need to know anything about Tougaloo. I know about Jackson State. All I got to say is Tougaloo. Hey.
It'll be a long night.
It's gonna be a long night for you, baby.
It's gonna be a short drive back, but it's gonna be a long night.
Benji, I think he had an Achilles strain. He's okay. I think he'll be back. I think Manziel is back tomorrow. I expect to see him suit up, and that's per his mom from a conversation I had with him. But yeah, man, I think you talk about loaded now we talking about a whole different conversation when we talking about the women's basketball team. This team is loaded from top to bottom. I'm talking about double digits deep. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So I noticed the difference in basketball and football. The home team is always going to be on the top, huh? Football, the home team is on the bottom.
I'll check and see, because I do have this is from the website. I always go to the school page and grab these. They might feature us first, more than likely. It's probably that probably is right.
Yeah, that's what I noticed, and I look at it like that because it let me know. I know right away whether it's going to be a home game or a traveling game.
Okay, good stuff. But 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely looking forward to getting some. I'm gonna check that out. Like I said, if you haven't had a chance to purchase the streaming service, definitely go ahead and look to purchase that, because I definitely plan on tuning in to that game before the actual show is going to get rocking and rolling on Wednesday. So who was the player who did the reverse layup in the first game? She was smooth with it. Reverse layup. That's a good question. I'm not sure who you're talking about though. But let's move right along. So join the women's basketball team. This is on the page, Go JSU Tigers page today. So join the women's basketball team for Diabetes Awareness Night. All right, free admission for 18 and under. This is Wednesday night. This is going to be the Tougaloo game. So for all kids 18 and under, they get free admission. free popcorn to the first 100 people. And like I said, this is basically the Lee Williams Athletic and Assembly Center, Dunks for Diabetes. So shout out to the Diabetes Foundation of Mississippi, and shout out to the women's basketball team for partnering with them, bringing awareness. This is definitely a disease that affects our community. Front and center. Diabetes. That's as they call it, the sugar. You know what I'm saying? But that's just something to note if you plan on going to the game. Another thing, Toy for Tots, they're gonna be accepting donations until November the 18th. So drop-off location will be the Lee E. Williams Athletic and Assembly Center. So you can help donate new toys to children in the Jackson metropolitan area. Now check this out, y'all. Jackson State Division of Athletics has partnered with Toys for Tots Foundation to host a Christmas toy drive in the Jackson metropolitan area. We're calling on all athletic supporters to join in the efforts by donating at least one new toy of any value to ensure that children in the community are met with cheer during the holiday season. All right, so donations will be accepted during the women's basketball game versus Tougaloo on Wednesday. So you can bring a toy to the game, and you can bring your under 18-year-old child. They can get in free. And also, if you don't make it to the game on Wednesday, on November the 18th, during the football game against Alcorn at the vet, you can also bring a toy to the game during that. So just something to keep in mind. Again, like I said, that's Toys for Tots and the partnering with Jack State Athletics. So if you want to get involved in that, great initiative, actually. You know how it is, man. It's less fortunate. And I love that Jack State is partnering with the community. It's something we've always do. The Jackson community is very important to everything that we do from an athletic standpoint at Jackson State. One last thing I'll touch on, and we'll move on. Turkeys for Tigers, same thing. This is November the 16th, though, between 12 and 2:30 p.m. So this will be Thursday, November 16th, 12 to 2:30 p.m. If you want to, it's that time of the year, the annual turkey drive is here. So athletics and the Student Athletic Advisory Committee, the SAAC, will be collaborating to donate turkeys to the Jacksonian community to ensure that everyone have a Thanksgiving dinner. Now it's at November the 16th at the AAC from 12 to 2:30 p.m. So Toys for Tots on Wednesday. If you want to donate a toy on Wednesday, catch the game, come to the AAC. If you want to donate a turkey between 12 and 2:30, come to the AAC, drop the turkey off. Of course, we got the information for the Puerto Rico event. We'll keep that up. If anybody's going to Puerto Rico, if you need that information, we'll send it over to you. Last but not least, we have the tailgate and day party. So this is a little different. Shout out to Visit Jackson, the tailgate and day party. The City of Seoul is in partnership with Jack State University, Alumni Relations, and the Hilton Garden Inn. This is the King Edwards Hotel. So meet and greet, music, food trucks, and drinks. Vendors, Tigers, and Braves are welcome. This will be 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. So this is pretty much all evening. So it's going to be lunchtime all the way to the evening time. I do plan on attending this event. Not sure what time I get there and when I leave, but I do know the show must go on. You know what I'm saying? You never can tell. We might do the show from there. I don't know. I'm just saying. We'll figure it out when we get there Friday. But the tailgate, is that Jalen? Shout out to Jalen on this thing, man. Oh, Jalen Hughes. November 17th. So it's gonna be Tigers and Braves there now. So you're gonna see a few of them Braves missing teeth because they got their teeth kicked in this Saturday. So they'll be in the building as well. So I think that's we got one more slide, and this is where we really came down to see, man. This is what we came to talk about. This is what everybody here to see. This is what everybody here to talk about, man. So let's get it, man. We got Jackson State versus Alcorn. TD, I think you're right. Jackson State, the home team, on top versus Alcorn. We got a chance to be 8-3, and we got a chance to eliminate Alcorn officially, send them home for the rest of the year to figure out. They said, will G be there? I don't know what G going to be. We know he's going to be at the game. You know what I'm saying? But Jackson State versus Alcorn. Let's do it this way, man. Let's talk about that Alcorn versus Texas Southern game. I know we was talking about this actually over in on our side of the vet, right? I mean, we was talking about it at the game, right? V. Corey C said, hey, he felt like the Texas Southern game versus Alcorn game was going to be a trap game. Because, you look at the record, that team is better. We've been saying it all along, TD. That team is far better than the win team. And I'm going to just say this right here. I'm going to say this now and let y'all rock because I haven't said enough. I do not feel like that Texas Southern versus Alcorn game was an upset. They shellacked them from start to finish. It was a beatdown. But, sports is about matchups, and boy, they had a bad matchup, man. And I'm telling you, it's one of them things where when a team do something very well that you don't do very well, something like that can happen, man. And then they just kind of jumped on them and they never looked back, man. So I watched the game from start to finish. I was very impressed with Texas Southern, and they really brought it to Alcorn. I didn't really see anything.
You know what?
Go ahead.
You know what, Ken? I go far as to say Texas Southern may have been the best tackling team that I saw in person this year, man. Man, open field tackles, those guys made it. I mean, that's how they slowed us down a lot. They made some great open field tackles. So one-on-ones, I mean, they were really good, man. And they had, I know they got about 3 defenders. I know one of them number 11, maybe 38 or something.
That's the one.
Those guys will come get you.
He won SWAC Player of the Week, number 11, and what's his name? Ladarius Owens. He broke the all-time rushing record for Texas Southern, and he's the SWAC leading rusher, which I think he would have been number 2 behind Irv Mulligan had Irv not got hurt. I agree. Irv was leading the stats, and we know, but that's neither here nor there. But we want to definitely congratulate the fella. He had a monster game. I think 27, 28, 9 carries and 200 and some yards, 3 touchdowns. He ran all over. He probably still running right now. Go ahead.
Man, yeah, man. How you come in needing 176 yards to break a record? What are the chances of that happening? He broke that thing, man. And again, like I my hats off to Texas Southern. I always thought that they was better than what their record showed, and I knew they were gonna come and play us hard. And so, but you know what, Ken? I didn't see that number 7. That scored that touchdown.
He caught one. I think he caught 1 or 2 passes.
Oh, he was out.
He wasn't that number 12 was that guy on Saturday, but I did see number 7. Number 7 who's got off on us.
Right. Okay. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, I think that the Texas Southern was a great open field tackle. I mean, much respect on that aspect of it.
So you got anything you want to touch on this Alcorn?
Yeah, I feel like, oh no, I'm good. I feel like I wasn't shocked. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't shocked. I just felt like I'm not gonna say it was a trap game, but it's hard to I just think it's hard to get up for them. You know what I'm saying? On the road, they changed the game last minute. It's on the Sunday. It's like you got to get up to play that game. And they don't have a good, they don't have a good record. I'm not going to sit there and say they were just looking ahead to us because they already knew the stakes going to that game that they had to win.
Yep, it was a must win.
So it can't be a trap game when it's stakes in that game. So I say that to say this: Texas Southern just kicked the ass.
They did that, bro.
It ain't no if and buts about it. So it wasn't a trap game. It wasn't we overlooked them. It wasn't none of that, man. Texas Southern they rolled the ball out and went mano a mano, man, and just punched them in the face repeatedly. I mean, they literally beat them down.
That was a beat down, bro.
And honestly, the way you look at the score, it was actually worse than that.
No.
Yeah. They missed a couple of pick sixes and everything.
Number 11. He was off the rip. He should have been a pick 6.
Mm-hmm. They beat him down, man. So beat him down so much so that, believe it or not, remember I made this comment to you earlier in the weekend. I told you, I said, Alcorn may win, but Texas Southern gonna take a pound of flesh out of them. Well, they beat their ass and took a pound of flesh out of them.
They did, bro. And then you got to ask yourself, and I say this real quick, TD, the effects of the short week. You get whooped on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Now you got to try to turn it around, and your schedule's a little off, and you got to come to Jackson and You need this game too. And guess what? You got to come see them big bad Tigers. You got them Tigers got on that ass in Houston, but you got to them Tigers in Jackson. It's on, baby.
Hey,
oh
man.
yeah, we got. I'm ready to look. We ain't playing for nothing. Y'all been talking all that smack all year. We ready to see.
They might be playing for nothing either.
I tell you what, man. I've seen a plenty of Western in my day. I ain't never seen no Indian in Tiger Guard ever in my life. You do
At
that.
one point, man. At one point, I was like, what's Apollo Creed trainer name? What's his name? Throw in the damn towel, rock. Throw in the damn towel. When you gonna throw it, Fred? Throw it in.
Mm-hmm. Man. Hey, but you know what's tripped out about that though, man? They whooped them boys like they're playing they played multiple defense, but I think the main thing they were playing was like a 3-4.
Man, they
like a 3-2.
They were running a 3-3-5, TD.
3-3-5, yeah.
They running 3-3-5 the whole. And me and Zoe talked about that yesterday. What we say? Look, and here's another thing.
What's that?
There's everything that we say we hate, but when it's executed properly, it look real good.
Hey,
you see what I'm saying? Because they had a big old number 2. I think that's his name on the D line. They ran 3-3, 3-3-5 the whole game. Now what they would do is on 11 and move him up off the edge every now and again. Now they was blitzing. They was doing all kind of stuff to throw him off. So they was it worked for him. It worked for him, man. It worked for him, and they was
wait a minute. So Texas Southern played damn good defense in the 3-man front, huh?
Yep.
Alcorn couldn't really run the ball, huh? Alabama State got one of the best defenses in the conference, huh? They play a damn 3-man front, huh?
They run 3-3-5.
Okay, then, but Jack State do it. It's like, man, when you got that damn 3-man front, the hell they doing? I was like, man, you gotta get out of your own preference.
Gotta have the personnel for it, and you gotta have them dogs, man.
The main thing, even after personnel, come down to execution. Yeah, you need the personnel, but every defense and every offense work if you execute it.
That's correct.
You got to get out of what you like to see and what the preference is. People say, oh, we don't need to run this. This don't work. Yes, it does. We can come in right now and run a wishbone offense. If you execute it, it works. I don't like run and shoot. Execute it, it works. Everything works if you execute it. Oh, we can't stop the run. Well, guess what? Alabama State showing that you can stop the run the 3-man front.
Yeah.
Texas Southern play good at 3-man front. I mean,
I'll tell you something else too, man. Alcorn got rid of the ball quick. They got rid of the ball quick, and they ran a lot of screens with offensive linemen out. So that was able to free up the running back once they got rid of the ball quick. The running back got the ball, had the offensive linemen out there, and man, those screens really they were very effective. I mean, and it wasn't that that throw the ball 50 yards type screen. They were quick screens. So I noticed a lot of those plays, they Texas Southern ran against Alcorn that was very effective.
Mm-hmm.
So
they make a hand, let them make it work.
Right. And they was on Allen's throat, man. I mean, they kept him running. They kept him running to the right. They kept him moving to the right, and as he ran to the right, he drifted, backwards. So, yeah, they blitzed him pretty much every play, man. So you keep that pressure on him.
But you know what?
Yeah, it makes some noise.
When he drifts, TD, he drifts with his eyes down the field. I did look at that, and I was saying, we're gonna have to make sure we defend because he will use the tight end. That big number 85, he'll hit him.
85, that's him.
And number 14 made a hell of a catch. Montario Hunt. Oh my God, that was probably the catch of the year. You hear me? But again, they got some dogs. I'm gonna tell you what really hurt them though. The turnovers. Their turnovers really changed the dynamic of the game. When McNair botched that fumble, botched that punt return, that kind of broke the game open right there. And the turnovers really got him. And then I think Aaron Allen wound up throwing an interception later on in the game, but they capitalized, man. They capitalized and they basically jumped on them quick. Never looked back. Never look back.
Man, you got to be a strong-willed team to overcome turnovers, especially one like McNair did. You know, he just pretty much dropped the ball, and you know, I think Texas Southern scored on that turnover. Pretty much everyone that they got.
Oh yeah, they scored after that. You know, they definitely scored on that one.
And see, that's what you got to do a team like that, man. I'm never a fan of getting a 14, 21 point lead and start getting conservative. You know,
that don't work for us. It don't. We go up 21-0, and now it's 21-7. I get nervous with us because I don't know what we're gonna do next. And that's the thing that we gotta get that out of our game. You know, going into year number 2 under this new coaching staff and regime. But Saturday we gotta let it rip.
Everything
you gave you the blueprint, and then 2. Hell, if you ain't going in this thing wanting to whoop Alcorn behind it, I need to check what's beating behind your chest, man. You might be it might not be the play for you, man. Listen, I tell you like this right here, man. This is a big game. It's gonna be packed too. I think it's gonna be packed in the vet. I think everybody and their mama gonna be there. It's the last game of the season. So look, for all those who had bought season tickets to only come to 2 games, we knew they were coming to homecoming and they're gonna come to this one. So we got to definitely have north of 50,000. We got to make sure them numbers is counted correctly because last time we had 45 in there, they said we had 30. I still ain't over that, but anyway.
Right. Hey, so do anyone know whether who's coming back? Who's going to play for us? That's been on injury this week.
K5 can potentially play, per his words. Coach Quinn posted a bonding photo today, and they went bowling again. The DBs, you know, we got the best DB room in the country, right? And they was bonding today, and he got that. He still had that he had a brace on. Don't know, you know, but I think you can play with a brace. If you it ain't like you just need to defend. You can run. You know what I'm saying? So knowing K5, knowing the toughness that I think that he is, you know, that he possessed, I think you see K5 out there. I think he gonna try to make it happen. Irv is a I don't know, man. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see number 5 get out there on that field, man. You know what I'm saying? And finish out at least with 700-800 yards. You know what I'm saying? For the season, he already got up to 600. And then he had to shut it down. But, oh boy. So we might see a little something, man. You know what I'm saying, TD? We got to come guns blazing, man. I want everybody that can play, that's available to play. You know what I'm saying?
So I ask each one of y'all, how would y'all play? Because this dude is still dangerous to me. The Purple Rhino. How would y'all play Javion Howard?
Oh, you got to zero in on him. You got to go in the game plan for him. You got to tackle him below. You can't. You go up top. Just tackle. You know what I'm saying? Just tackle. I don't think running backs we have to. This is what I think. Ja'Cory Howard and Ladarius Owens, you know, came in the town and we didn't shut him down. He still got 100 yards, but he wasn't really like that effective.
It was a hard 100.
He only got that one long run though.
But Howard runs. What's it? Am I saying? He run angry.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
He run like he's just mad at you.
He ain't been too mad this year.
Huh?
He ain't been too mad this year.
Hey, well, hey, we don't want to make him mad either.
They ain't been using him.
No.
They ain't been running him, so I don't know why. That's Alcorn problem. I hope they don't run him Saturday.
Right.
I think, look, I don't care who back there. It all comes down to the same thing for us every game. I don't give a damn who it is. We just tackle, we good. If we have a good tackling game, we getting a dub. Period.
I mean, Zoe, even on that, man, even you make a tackle, he just type of running back, man. If you don't gang tackle him, he'll go through a single tackle.
I don't care. As long as we tackle, we get a dub. The proof is in the pudding. It's in every game we play. If we tackle, I don't look. They can have Terrell Davis. I don't give a damn. If we tackle, we get a dub. It's in the stats. Every game that we've lost, We tackle bad.
Yeah.
You got to meet him at the line of scrimmage, man.
That's exactly right. So what you do, TD, is what we did last year. You remember? We jumped on him early. We didn't let him get rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Now, the difference between us and them, we do run a 4-man front majority of the time. So I think that works in our favor. Now, I think that makes us a little bit – does it make us susceptible to the pass? I don't know. I would love to see – look, man, listen, can we get – let's just put it out there. Coach Bradley came from Alcorn last year. Coach Lorenzo Quinn came from Alcorn last year. This game is personal for them. Trust me, I know they want to win this game. So, and they own the defense. So, hell, if they don't know how to stop Javion Howard, because they was coaching at the school where he was running every day. Hey man, they're not gonna be out there tackling, but to your point, the way you shut him down is I would have somebody zero in on him and just I'm going to Peppers and saying, Peppers, all game, you got 0, bro. Oh, woo, that's your guy. Go get him.
I'm gonna say this, man. Honestly, looking at Alcorn on offense,
we're not taking Alcorn lightly.
I'm just saying this for what they do. They're actually not a good matchup for us. Offense, they're not a good matchup. I mean, for us on offense. I mean, they want to run the ball, but Aaron Allen isn't. You know what I'm saying? We're not. I think I said that back. We're not a good matchup for them on defense. Again, we got to tackle. But the thing is, what they want to do on offense, I mean, Monterio Hunter's the only receiver they got. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have anything at their second and third wideout. And the stats show that too.
Yeah, I mean, they got some decent wide receivers. They got some decent ones.
But the stats show that too. And then Aaron Allen looking at what they want to do, it's a whole lot of dinking and dunking. They're not really taking only shots they really take it downfield is with Hunt. That's why I said, man, if we come to tackle, we wrap up, man, this game is nothing. I mean, and then that defense, they ain't no point even. Their defense don't need no nickname no more. I mean, I know G called it the crackhead D. I call it Dauphine D. I mean, what Texas Southern did to them last week. I mean, you got the worst rushing defense in the conference. I mean,
let me add to that real quick before you go, TD. Couple things. They went down the field, though, in that game. They hit my man over the top. I want to say it was number 8, maybe. McNair catch some passes. He didn't have a good game. And number 8 catch some passes. You know why
they hit him? They were down bad.
No, before they got down bad. I'm saying before they got down. This led to their first score. This is what I'm talking about. He went down the field, and then Javion Howard scored on their first touchdown. Because it was a deep ball. Now, the other thing I was going to say is the Alcorn has a really good front. They got a good front. Now, here's the thing that's going to be in question. Their best defensive lineman got hurt that game. He came back. He kind of hyperextended his knee, number 59. I forgot his name. But he played pretty well. The DBs tackled very well. But I think at the end of the day, I don't look at nothing that happened on yesterday to dictate what's going to happen against us. Because what usually happens in our game, it's a rivalry game. It's like who's going to get up and who's going to play the toughest and who's going to go execute the hardest and the most efficient in this game. That's who I think is going to come out to be the victor.
And I think they're going to be distracted.
You think so?
Distracted by what?
By what?
Fred, you play at the same time.
I don't think that. I think.
Nah, they won't be distracted.
No,
they know they gotta beat us to have any chance.
So your answer to stopping Javion Howard is just tackle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
I mean, that's what we did last year, and we won the game.
First level got to get to them.
That's what we did last year. We won the game.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go a step farther and say we probably gonna also need to do a little more game tackling. Now, hold
on. Say that word again. Say that word again.
Tomato.
Game what?
Game tackling. They got I'm talking about unless we got to be good and we get that man in open space, because I'll tell you what he like to do. He liked the middle, but he's good at bouncing outside. If you ain't got that outside containment, which what we've been lacking a lot of time because we crashed the inside too much, though. that man would get outside, and we're gonna need to tackle that man one-on-one.
You want to
Well,
live you want to live in the land of semantics. You just sit there and say we got a game tackle. I don't give a damn how it's done. At the end of the day, we got to what TD said with me. We got to tackle. I didn't say we got to have a bunch of solo tackles, did I?
Right.
Did I say that? I just said we need
to game tackle him. Now, here's what I will say though.
I don't think him bouncing to the outside. You can't let him bounce outside.
I know you can't run without legs.
Well, here's what I will say. I think that ain't what I'm concerned about. I'm not worried about. I don't think no team outside Texas State this year that has really had a running back that has abused us. Has anybody had a running back that just ran roughshod on us outside of Texas State?
Fam,
you did pretty good.
They did it as a.
They did it as a unit.
Yeah.
Right. They did it as a unit. They ran it.
Honestly, actually, Ken is actually right.
No, my thing.
Our issue has been passes underneath, run after catch, missed tackles.
This is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying about Alcorn. If I had to say what a concern would be when you couple in the tackle, TD, they do the stuff that we be wanting to do when we don't simplify the game. They do the simple shit like slants, hit the tight end in the middle. Aaron Allen scramble out and then he keep his eyes downfield and hit his wide receiver. That's the stuff that I think can gash us if we're not careful.
It's about the broken play.
I think everybody on that defense knows number 0 is a goddamn problem. And they, GOT, not GOD, is a problem. Right? And I think that they're gonna play that way. They played that way against 22 against Texas Southern. They knew he was a problem. You know what I mean?
Hey, King, hey, go back up to 10:05 and highlight what Ephraim said.
Ephraim.
Look here, man. At the beginning, when we first started talking about this, I said I think Texas Southern was the best tackling team, especially one-on-one, that we played this year. That's in my opinion. I mean, from what they did against us and what I saw them do against Alcorn, even when they was playing Southern, the old guys would come up and hit you, and it wasn't just one. And then if they did come up with a solo tackle, it wasn't no jumping over them. It wasn't no missing them at the ankle. They hit you and they brought you down. So, yeah, I hear what you're saying on that. But those guys knew how to tackle, and they brought it.
All that highlight show was just a missed tackle. You still making my point?
Yeah, the point is
all you do was highlight the dude had a missed tackle.
Tackles and turnovers.
What he said was what he was saying was that the TSU guy made a tackle on Howard. He was much smaller than he was in comparison in size. And my point to that is that whole team was pretty good at tackling. Period. The TSU team.
Okay.
So, I mean, and
we got to do it. It's that simple. We got to do it.
Exactly.
We got to go out there and like same thing. You and Joe saying the same thing. We guys got to go tackle, man. Period. We got to make plays.
You got to worry about that.
This is what I want more than that, though. That's what. Thank you, LaDon. They saying the same thing, but this is what I want. I want pressure on the quarterback. I don't feel like Texas Southern really pressured the quarterback. It's hard to do that with. They got the ball out of his hand. They tackled. They kind of kept everything in front of them, and then they got some coverage sacks. I think from what I remember. But there was a lot of times where Allen was able to kind of move around and kind of make some plays for him, and I felt like we got to get to the quarterback and make things uncomfortable for him. You know what I mean? That's what we got to do. We got to. There you go. Pressure the quarterback and don't lose him. Take good angles off the edge. Go ahead, bro.
Put hands on him.
Yeah. Defense got to come to play. I think in the end, all we're saying is that this is a rivalry game. You got to show up to play. Do your job. What they say, 1-11, and the rest gonna take care of itself. The cornerbacks got to cover. The linebackers got to play sound. You know what I'm saying? Assignment football. And the D-line got to be nasty and win their battles up front. Period, point blank. Same thing on offense.
I tell you what, I feel even better about this game because Texas Southern, they put up 40 points on nobody this season. At all. And I'm sorry, from an offensive standpoint, they don't have nowhere near the talent that we got on offense. Sans Quay Davis and they running back. And what we got, and then you talking about Herb in there too. Nah, I think we'll be fine. Like I said, we wrap up on defense. Offensively, I think Jacobian's gonna we're gonna be able to do some things with Jacobian. And again, with the weapons that we have.
I got something. We don't need to kill our own damn momentum.
Right. I was just about to say that. I mean,
we gotta just call a good game, go execute well, and don't do nothing stupid. Now, I was just about to say, real quick to this point, there was 2 number zeros. So Jarvion Howard was the 0 on offense. The dude that got the targeting was the 0 on defense. I think he had like an African name.
Hey, hold on. Hey, straight facts. You're wrong because if we go by my confidence, we 7-3. So it can't be every time because I've been confident every game. So our record is 7-3, so they can't be every time.
Well, but I mean, and the biggest thing is Zoe saying if we tackle, we win. Now he batting 1,000 on that. Now that's true. That is true, Brother George. The elephant in play calling. Listen, it is what it is.
Right. And that's what I was just about to say. I mean, Zoe, I agree with you. I mean, we probably have the best talent on offense than anybody in the conference. However, if it's not called right, you're not executed right, and you're not using your talent to your best, to the best of his usage, then it's null and void. I mean, you have to make sure. I mean, because play calling affects everything on that field, especially the offensive line. I mean, including the offensive line. You can help or you can hurt the offensive line with your play calling.
That's true. I put an asterisk by that. I mean, that's subjective. Because at the same time you say that, I can say it's not necessarily play calling, again, execution. It can come down because we can agree to disagree on that. Sometimes we might not like a play call, but it comes down to execution.
Man, I mean, even with the play call, we have executed on a tackle right there 2 yards after they catch the ball.
Well, that is you sitting there with, you know what I'm saying, with 9 men in the box, and you still you can't say you contradicting yourself. You can't sit there and say we execute a play and then we gotta and the play is stop right there.
No.
Just because the play executed don't mean it was very productive.
No, to his point, I get what you see. This I hear what he's saying. This is what he's saying. You gotta take what the defense give you. If the defense is playing to take away something, you can't still go to that. And that's the thing. If the defense is saying you don't need to run a damn wide receiver screen, why are we running a wide receiver screen?
Yeah.
We caught the ball, but we went for -4.
Right.
I'm just saying, we caught the ball, but it was -4. Is it the defense made a good play or was it a bad call? I think it wasn't a good call. Maybe you don't go to that wide receiver screen if they playing press man. What are we going wide receiver screen for? If they 10 yards off, okay, we'll hit you with the wide receiver screen. Now you got a little room to work with. But, you know, now one thing I will say, even a couple of them plays, Coleman got to be that ball got to be a little bit more fiery and down. Hit him there's a science to hitting the wide receiver kind of where they can get active. But if they got to go up and get it and it's a long play, by the time they get it, that's why Isaiah Spencer got damn near mollywopped in with the pass to him. You know what I'm saying? He caught the ball and got ran through. You know, you got to get that ball out. You got to zip it out there and get it to him and let him get to working. But I think we still caught way too many wide receiver screens that game. Way too many. Way too many.
Right, and also, you know, when you only have 2 or 3 receivers, you know, in the play, and all of them running 10 to 15 yards or more. You know what I'm saying? And I would say this, you know, when I watched Jacoby in before he got hurt in the spring, the summer when we was over there.
Pooh, what's up? Poe. Go ahead, bro.
That was one of my questions. With him being tall, some of his balls, you know what I'm saying, was high. So I wondered I was like, okay, well, he need to get the ball down. And of course, that before he got injured and, you know, whatever. So yeah, some of his balls, be high. He got to get them down. He got to get control of that. And then, you know, like you said, in order to make the wide receiver or the running back, you know, more efficient when they catch the ball. I think again, we got to use the tight ends. Tight end has to be used, and we have to use. And you take a person like 7, and you run back out the backfield, JD Martin. You hit those guys on those slants and stuff. You let them do what they do in the open field. I mean, that hadn't been seen that much.
Yeah, that's all. Like I said, all that falls under the wild card of play calling. We had 2 weeks to prepare, and I think everybody probably watched that game. You come back with a good game plan, and we'll see what happens. Go out with a bang. I just want to see some vertical football, man. You know what I mean? I want to see some vertical football. I think everybody wants to see them, you know, bombs over Baghdad, man. Go down the field, man, you know.
I'm cool. 5 yards. Here. Boom, boom. Hit them.
Right.
Take what they get.
Let them work.
Field 70 yards on the 11-yard line. It's a good point. Homecoming, we run north and south down the field, 70 yards. On the 11-yard line, we go east-west, red to perfection, fumble.
I see it all the time. I hate horizontal.
I'm not a big fan of horizontal football, especially when it's 2nd and 1. I get the first down, man. Pre-snap can help with the free. We may see a little bit of that in year 2, man. I you know, we don't know. You're right, Poe. What's happening, brother? Weekend's about to be exciting. So much on the line. Every game does matter. Let's talk about the scenarios real quick. Alcorn loses. Prairie View wins. Prairie View win the West. If Prairie View lose, Alcorn win. Alcorn win the West. If both Alcorn and Prairie View lose, Grambling win the Bayou Classic. Grambling go to the SWAC championship.
So basically, the same scenario.
This is what's crazy. If all 3 teams lose, if Prairie View, Alcorn, and Grambling lose, Prairie View goes to the SWAC championship.
Oh, I was going to say. What?
I think that's right. The Texas Southern game changed the dynamic of that, because that'll give Alcorn 3 losses. It'll give Prairie View 3 losses. It'll give Grambling it'll give Grambling 4 losses. So that's the scenario.
Hey man, that's all you about to say. I thought you were about to say if all 3 of them use, then Jack say automatically go.
Hey, remember last year?
They neither one of worthy.
Jackson State get to go to the off season to recruit.
That's what we get to do.
Hey, but you know, one more thing, man. We have given the shout out to special teams, man. They have been doing a better job the last 3 or 4 games. And that has to continue. They has to continue against Alcorn because they have some good returners. They have some pretty good returners. I mean, man, they'll return that thing on you now. So you know you have to watch. They don't return. I don't think we had a return for a touchdown yet on special teams.
Man said I thought I was gonna say, boy, I wish there was a scenario. If all 3 lose, we get to go.
Yeah, no, I just said, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is true. This is what's crazy. In the MEAC, they get Howard beat down North Carolina Central. But what's crazy now is that shit, man. If Howard beats Morgan, Howard wins the MEAC. No, if they play Morgan next week, they play Morgan. And who?
They just need to get some more teams and get all that confusion.
No. They could all win the MEAC. Pure chaos. Wow, that's crazy.
They need to add 3 more teams over there or something.
We already knew whoever was gonna win the East was gonna win the SWAC.
Me every year.
That's they call it the Wild Wild West for a reason. Actually, coach thinking they have a chance for the playoffs. Who got a chance for the playoffs? North Carolina Central. If Howard win against Morgan, then Howard goes to the Celebration Bowl. That is a fact. If Morgan beats Howard and North Carolina Central lose, Morgan goes to the Celebration Bowl. But if Central wins, Central play Delaware State, and Morgan plays Howard. So if Morgan beats Howard, then North Carolina Central wins.
Regardless.
Hey, Ken, what about the statement that Parrish made to Alcorn Achilles Hill is special teams? Anybody can speak on that? They been that good on special teams? Well, they been that bad, huh?
Kicking team or return? The kicking team is terrible or something? I hadn't watched other than Saturday.
I ain't see no. If you telling me the Achilles heel is special teams, I'm gonna say okay.
Right. Okay. Well, you know what?
If the ball worth a damn, that might be what they talking about. They ain't got a really good punter. The kicker is suspect. Yeah, that's true. I mean, did they make a field goal? I think they missed it. I think they made a field goal. They got the 10. It was a short kick. But
well, if that's a K football girl, we need to kick to him then, huh?
So told me a long time ago, the MEAG is similar to a single elimination tournament. What's up, Vic? What's happening, Vic?
What's happening, Vic?
Matter of fact, anyway, hey man, I meant to drop the link, man. Y'all come on up talking football, man. Y'all want to come up talk these crazy.
Man, that can't save his life.
Look, man, at McNair, all McNair had to do was win Saturday. I mean Sunday. I keep saying Saturday was win against Texas Southern.
Hey, you know something else too. Now Alcorn has.
I don't know nothing about none of that got going on. See, Blue gonna get you right.
If it ain't 1400, I don't really pay attention to it.
Well, you got to keep your eyes on your opponent. You gotta know who you're going up against.
I watched them yesterday.
You watching them folks all year. I'm gonna watch one game before.
Your name.
No, I watched them yesterday.
That's what I'm gonna watch. I ain't watching them folks all year.
You know, it'd be good to go back and watch them against Southern because they did some things really well.
Yeah, you want to watch their good game, watch their bad game.
Two will get you.
Hey guys, I want to see our special team score before the season over.
Man, I told Isaiah Spencer that. I said, Spence, man, we need a kickoff return for a touchdown. I said, Alcorn is the perfect game to get it too. He said, man, that's the one he want. That's the one he want. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Yeah. I need to reiterate that to him, man, because we need to get that.
Oh, bad. What's happening, baby?
What's good, man? What's good, fellas?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. Good to see y'all again, man.
Man, good to be seen, brother. How you doing?
Well, Zoe, first of all, why was you a part of that debauchery the other night? Killing.
Was the man at Roy?
Oh man, live on TV, quick murder. But listen, this weekend, so if people thought last weekend was crazy with the games that happened, this weekend is about to be wild.
This is gonna be probably the most exciting weekend of the whole season because it's so much on the line, man. God dang. Yeah. It's a lot going on. Yeah. Outside of Jackson State, though, what you got your eyes on, man? I guess in the SWAC, you probably looking. I think we might have mentioned it, but I'll let you speak to it.
Man, this Prairie View Alabama State game is the most interesting to me because they missed the field goal. My bad. I'm looking at that NFL game too.
They missed the field.
It's 22-21. Denver has the ball with
there's a flag on the play.
Oh, it's a flag. It's 22-21, 4 seconds left. They just missed the field goal, but it's a flag, and they finna get
flag on Buffalo.
On Buffalo.
See, I was wondering if y'all were gonna get that upset, dog.
Hey man, that'll be the second one, KC. They called too many men on field.
They have a 45-yard field goal too.
Yeah, golly, they got another chance though. But
who kicking
that I think that
they try to rush. They try to rush the kick on the field. It was like 24 seconds on the clock. They ran a Bring Russell to the right side of the field, let him kneel down, hand the ball to the referee, try to run the special team on. So it was a rush job. Hey, your TV a little faster than mine, man. So
Yep, they
I'm
won.
gonna let you call it.
oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, they made it.
We'll T, where you at, baby?
They made it.
Way.
Oh yeah, they made that. So
Oh damn, the game over. Denver wins.
I turned off now.
yeah, but there's I think that's the most interesting game because I think that's the game that's going to determine if Grambling go.
That's the big joker.
That's the one.
Game. That game has the most implications to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because that
I
game.
gotta be honest though. I want Prairie View to win for selfish reasons.
Me too.
I don't want to finish third in the East.
that's fair. That's fair.
Now we lose, it don't matter, you know what I mean? But
Right.
I don't know. I do, but then again, I want them to lose because I want this shit to just be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like if they lose and Alcorn lose, all eyes on the Bayou Classic, man. That's
I
gonna be
want chaos. I give me chaos, but it's stuff like this, man. It make you love football, man, all over again. When you can just sit back and watch, you know what I'm saying? I know we all have our team that we pull for, you know, that we want to see win. But then when you can sit back and just watch all the craziness happen and watch like bowl season.
Yeah.
This here, man. This and I ain't gonna say we ain't never seen nothing like this in the SWAC because the West always wild, but I've never seen it come down to on the SWAC and the MEAC.
Man,
I just don't know.
I wish for shock value, like FAMU didn't have the season that they did, and they needed the Florida Classic, and we needed the Soul Bowl. I wish he could have came, to the last weekend on the East side, and maybe that happens because I personally think FAMU is going to run the table. I think they win the SWAC. I think they win the Celebration Bowl. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
They're gonna beat the smoke off whoever they play.
I ain't gonna say the smoke, man. I don't say the smoke.
What if
Bethune
beat the smoke?
What if Bethune beat them?
It ain't gonna matter. They gonna limp into the SWAC championship. But this is what I think for FAMU. FAMU gonna have some turnover. Does Willie Simmons get an opportunity? We win right now. Does his name come up in the coaching? Not saying that he would leave. I thought about that today. I was like, damn, if he was gonna ever leave, damn, he had a season he had back 9-2, and then you win a Celebration Bowl, you win a SWAC, and you go 11-1.
Yeah.
And you made a FCS appearance. Playoff appearance.
Yeah, that'll be crazy. You know what I mean? Not saying he would leave or anything. I just thought about that. I was like, that's something that could potentially be looming. But when you look at the SWAC and you look at what's going to happen, we know Musa's gone. I think he's gone. I think this is it for Musa.
Yeah, I think this is it for eligibility for him anyway.
Yeah, you got to retool. But you win a Celebration Bowl, you got the recruiting edge. It ain't gonna be too hard to get a quarterback in there, but you still got to get somebody in there that's gonna want to come in and take over. And then we get them in Jackson next year. I like our chances in Jackson. So
I'm gonna love seeing that home and home versus playing neutral site.
Yeah.
What'd you say that again? Home and home neutral site for who?
I say I love seeing. I'm gonna love seeing that home and home versus saying neutral site.
We need it, man. I want to go to Bragg, man. I ain't never been.
Yeah.
I would love to see Jackson State versus FAMU in Tallahassee, man. I would love that. It would be.
Ken, when we was on the sideline when we were playing, I guess I wanted to say Alabama State, maybe. So one of their trainer, female, and she said, "You want to talk about a good environment for a football game? Like far as she said, FAMU is probably the best that she said she went to. Man,
they got a good football environment. That's what Zoe and I talked about. What day was that, Zoe? Was it Saturday, bro? We talked about just a desire to have a on-campus stadium now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Get that on-campus feel, man. It's a different vibe, you know. The vet's been good to us. Vet, all we know. I've been the vet my whole life, you know, our whole life, all our lives, you know. That's all we know. But I think it's time. The time has come. I would love to see the Jackson State faithful, you know, get a home stadium on campus, man, and kind of have that type of atmosphere and environment. Because I like, it's more about environment. It ain't really about the size no more. It's about atmosphere. You know what I mean? You get 25,000 people in a stadium and that bitch rocking, and they on your neck, and you got a good game day announcer and the band all on your neck. It's hard to win in places like that. It's loud as hell. The vibe is good. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that makes it. It's good to go sell the brand, but we gotta remarket. It's almost like we gotta do internal PR. We gotta remarket our own brands back to our own communities again, because we done gave away the game to these other cities and stuff so long. Man, we gotta get Jackson to fall back in love with Jackson State, bro. Because we losing, you know, market share because we ain't really, you know, taking advantage of that. So if the schools that are doing it well, they're the ones that's, you know, thriving in that area. But that's what I think from a conference standpoint. I think FAMU takes it. We'll see what happens after that. Well, go ahead. Who's gonna say?
Yeah, I was about to ask, man. Any word on Tennessee State? I mean, what they looking to do? They looking to join some out of conference, or they're gonna stay put?
They need to come to the SWAC. I would love to see them in the SWAC. Yeah, I see Alabama State made FAMU their homecoming. Very smart. Yeah. It was very smart. The reason it's smart is because Jackson State coming to Alabama State anyway. So you don't need to make Jackson State the homecoming game. We did that. You did that already. And then you just you capitalize on two games. You capitalize on Jackson State, then you capitalize on homecoming with FAMU. So,
it's all about, for them, it's not necessarily the opponent. It's all about the schedule for them, because they have a very limited time of when. Because a lot of people think they do it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they brought Jackson State just because, you know, they want to get the revenge on Deion. That factors into it, but it's all about the timing, because they're up against the Magic City Classic. And so they have to squeeze that time in to where they can get fans to come home, you know, because for the longest, homecoming was Turkey Day Classic for Alabama State. So, you know what I'm saying? Homecoming is also kind of a new thing for them. So they're trying to work all the kinks out. So getting it at the time they get it in is always about scheduling. It's not necessarily the opponent. It just so happened to work out that FAMU. So
I don't know when we play them next year, so I don't even know what their schedule was like in October.
No clue.
FAMU.
It's gonna play in the season.
FAMU.
You say what?
So you talking about FAMU next year?
Who, when we play who?
FAMU.
No, I thought that you were saying.
FAMU I need FAMU in November. I need them first week of November, baby. Give me like November 5th, November 12th.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be end of October, early November.
I need early November, FAMU. We gonna go get some, go get some attrition. Iron out the kinks. Because, man, we went into that FAMU game injured than a summer gun. People got to understand that. And that ain't an excuse, but, damn, you started the season, Jacobian hurt. You got Savin McGee hurt. You got offensive lineman hurt. You got a bunch of stuff hurt. JD was hurt. Yeah, that's true. So no JD Martin, no Savin McGee, no Jacobian Moore. I mean, do we win? We don't probably still lose. But point I'm making is that you want to be as close as
the main injury that reared his head that game was G-Baby.
Yeah, lost our kicker. That was the day we lost our kicker. Strange year, man. Strange year for us, but hopefully, man, we come back healthy. We've had a lot of injuries, man. A lot of injuries. You lose Jency Riley. You lose B.J. Washington. I was it's B.J. Armstrong, the old Bull, Chicago Bulls. You lose K5 now. You lose Keydrin Callaghan in that game against FAMU.
Mm-hmm.
Lose Jason Brown in that game. So it just was a lot that was happening, but it is what it is. You take it 28-7. Was it 28-10? We lose. We take that L and learn from it. No traffic when they play. Who they talking about? No traffic when they play.
It's my Tennessee State.
Bama State down the street, less than 5 minutes on car. Okay. Tennessee State, excellent distance SWAC. So yeah, Blue said in that conversation about Tennessee State, man, they ain't coming. They're not leaving the OVC no time soon. First Blue.
Do they show up? They don't.
Yeah.
That's
How they
hard.
look, man? I would love to. Go ahead.
No, I just was saying this, that I promise you the SWAC won't them.
Yeah, man, ain't no
SWAC
damn
won't,
SWAC.
they would love to get that.
You want the name?
SWAC and
Hey man, you want to be you a JSU rattler. That's what you are. Ain't no damn SWAC unity. I hope y'all lose, but I don't think y'all will. I'm rooting for whoever y'all play, just so you know, EA. So go ahead.
Just like y'all did up.
That's funny.
What did you say, Boo? What was you about to say, man?
Oh no, I was gonna say it's the two teams. They want Clark and they want Tennessee State because they give you the Atlanta market, they give you that Nashville market. That's who the SWAC want.
Yeah, that would be good.
So,
but they say Tennessee State don't travel. I mean, they don't do that. They don't do that well. Is that true?
They don't care about the travel. They want the name, the brand.
Traveling don't matter.
I promise it'll pick up if they went to a HBCU conference. It'll pick up.
Their attendance will go up, but I'm saying like them traveling fan base traveler has no bearing on them wanting to get a team in a conference or vice versa.
No, you definitely.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be a first indicator. How with this hockey team. Because a lot of people, saying HBCU, saying fans are looking at, saying they're gonna go out and support anyway. So that's gonna be an indicator right there.
Yeah. I think we good right now. I think we good right now at 12. Make the best out of it. 14 would be. You get 14, we got to do top 2 teams.
You raveling it, yeah. You got to go to the SEC format with that. Top 2 teams, pretty much.
Is that what SEC gonna do?
I think that. I think so.
I think every major conference is doing that now. Matter of fact, if you look at ACC is doing it this year, if I'm not mistaken. They no longer have Atlantic and Coastal or whatever they had. I think it's the top 2 teams in the ACC. But if you look at like SIAC, how it changed the game, every game mattered. Every game was a playoff game. So,
but didn't we go to that at one point, and then we went right back to the East-West format?
No, I was with division, but we had the 9-game because
the 9-game mandate.
The 9-game mandate, because some people felt like it was unfair to have Jackson and Southern teams couldn't.
Okay.
But the SEC is looking like they're probably going to a pod system, and if they do, then they're probably going to go to the best 2 teams, and they're doing that for playoff implications.
Yeah. And they're taking away protected rivalries too. So like you won't.
But the problem with it is they're not calling it pod.
No, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
That mean, matter of fact,
exactly what it is. They're not calling it pod.
It was today or yesterday because Mississippi State announced that their permanent opponents are going to be Ole Miss and LSU.
Yeah, yep. It's going to be because LSU is getting rid of the Florida game. Like they're not even playing them every year no more.
What they're going to do is it's going to be like all these different 14 pods. It's going to be a bunch of 14 pods is what it's going to end up being.
Yep.
And the Auburn game is not going to be every year either.
Yep, you're gonna lose a lot of those games.
Hey man.
So what about you the Snow Bowl, man? What's your go ahead?
Because they were talking about let me see, I think it's Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and Missouri. I think it's gonna be in the pod.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna kind of go back to the old Big 12, pretty much with them.
Yeah. If you look at it, they already did it or announced it for baseball. The permanent opponents on baseball side. Don't be surprised if it don't follow that same model for the football side. But all they did was, if you look at a map, they just did like
Reason.
Yeah, it's like to the left and to the right. So,
hey, this came up. Is this I saw that. I ain't spent a lot of time on Twitter today. Did they move forward with this?
it hadn't officially been put out, but the word is they let him know, and it was supposed to be, he let him finish out the season, but he said something to staff and players, and they got out.
Yep.
That's what the word is.
Damn, Southern, we wanted you to keep Dooley a little longer. Damn.
Hey, ain't it been a great weekend to be a Tiger?
Oh,
Lord.
Yeah, he out of there, man. Dooley gonna have to. Hey, man, we ain't gonna be able to see them Gucci suits like we were, man.
And that guy.
Yeah,
Can't
we
buy
asked
no-
that tonight. Who the best dressed coach in the SWAC now?
I'm gonna say Hugh Jackson.
Somebody else said, ain't nobody looking at them tights.
Hugh
just like a pimp.
Hey man, I never said Dooley was the best dressed coach. He just spent more money on his stuff because
no, they not. Somebody Roy said they may go. Ain't no may go after them. Yeah, Tennis Berry, they number one target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta make it happen, man.
You got
It
Southern
makes
ties?
sense.
You got Southern ties?
Hell yeah, he was the offensive coordinator under Odom.
Mm-hmm.
O-line coach.
What? Yeah, him and Trey Oliver.
I knew Trey. I knew
Trey Oliver, he was the DC under Odom.
I remember him, but I ain't remember Barry being there.
Is he still at Norfolk State?
But what about who gonna replace old Buddy?
Who?
Buddy Pugh.
It's gonna be somebody from D2. So the problem is South Carolina State don't pay no money.
Okay.
I mean, you got to look at the teams that's winning right now. You got to go. Who's the coach over at Virginia Union?
Doctor.
I forget his name. I got his face in my head. But I'm telling you, I got a small inkling. I just got a real good feeling. I think A&M gonna let
That's true. That's true. Zach.
Dr. Parker.
Alvin Parker. Quarterback coach. Yeah, they had a whole squad over. They had a good coach staff.
I just got a funny feeling A&M gonna let Maynard go.
You think?
So it's two philosophy with that, Zoe. So
you give him another year.
Yeah, next year his contract is up.
You gotta give him another year. You don't need to make no emotional decision. That'll be bad business for Alabama A&M simply because Maynard fits them. You know what I mean? Alabama A&M is making a lot of waves in the athletic department, and they don't need to. You got to see this Alabama State stuff through. You know what I mean? Last year it was Eddie Robinson Jr. was on the hot seat. Now he come back, have a good year. Maynard have a down year. You got to I think Maynard's done enough.
Yeah, but Maynard been there longer than Eddie Robinson have.
I mean, he won though. You know, he won.
No, Eddie Robinson. This is only Eddie Robinson second year though.
Yep.
So the other thing, yeah. So and that's enough. So here's the other thing. If you look at A&M, what all they done this year, they have increased
my bad.
They changed the whole philosophy around athletics. They got a new facility, basketball facility, volleyball facility. Changed the turf on the field. Did the kennel community. They're investing in the athletics, so it's no longer if we win the Magic City Classic and some stuff like that. Yeah. They putting money in, so they gonna want to see wins. The question is, are they gonna stick out with Maynard through this contract, or are they gonna say, "Hey, we need to win now"?
If I'm Alabama State, I'm not firing Maynard after this year.
A&M.
Alabama A&M. I'm sorry, I said Alabama State. My mistake. If I'm Alabama A&M, I'm not doing it.
I'm not either. I'm with you.
I'm telling y'all right now, man. People got to understand something. Southern is making a play for somebody that's available. You got to strike while the iron is hot. You know what I mean? They got a target. If your ass ain't got no coach to replace the coach that you got,
that's my thing.
listen to me, family. This is JSU Live. This is live JSU Sports Chat. Take it from a Jack State alum, supporter, fan, all that good stuff. Do not fire a winning coach if you don't have a replacement. I don't care if they got
He's not winning.
He was winning last year.
Did he?
And he won a year before that, yes.
This is second losing season, though. Back-to-back losing season.
So what was his record last year?
I want to say he was 5-6 last year, or 4-7. 4-7 last year. Yeah. But the problem, it ain't so much the losing season. This back-to-back Magic City Classic losses.
I'm gonna say
I understand it now. If they do it, they do it. My question
I'm
would
not
be,
gonna disagree with you, but here's where I always say this: we don't know, but then what if you have an AD and you just thinking about it? You're not even to act on it. I can understand making that decision if you have a particular coach in mind. Like if it's thought out and it's planned out, like and you have your guy and you have a coach in mind that you know you want to go get, then it makes sense to do it.
Who is Sam Shade? I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's the coach at Miles.
Man, you better not.
Hey, he turned Miles around. People, he's a hot name right now.
You saying it, but I'm telling you, if you're an AD, a coach is going into his last year. I'm not saying do it, but what I'm saying, I understand it. If you got a coach in mind that you know you want to get, it's the perfect time to do it, and it make all the sense because you got a coach going to his last year.
I mean, Ken, we got coverage from Tuskegee.
I'm not knocking it. What I'm saying is that I'm just looking at it from a different perspective. I mean, if they want to go, like Zoe said, this is my point. If they have their guy, then cool. By all means, I don't give a damn. He didn't have a bark this year.
Now, he go to red flag though. Listen to what I just said. Now, how many times HBCUs actually do that? Where they actually got a guy in mind. Now, when you talk about the street committee or old head football players, I'm talking about an AD legit got a plan in place, and I got my guy in mind, so I'm letting somebody go because I want to hire a guy in mind. How often does it happen? It's rare.
I got you.
It's rare. And look, and Jack, look, and we can speak to that from experience, right?
No, I mean, if they got a guy, then you do whatever you do. I really don't give a damn. I'm just saying, like, just hypothetically, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what Alabama is. I don't care what none of these schools do. I'm just saying, like, my thing was you can have a couple of bad seasons, but I guess, hey, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do because look at what they did. I mean, you look at Southern. Let's be real about something. Southern let Odom go. They brought
he left. He left, didn't he?
They wouldn't renew him.
Yeah, but he left.
He left.
Why did he leave though? Is what I'm saying. He left. Wanted to stay. He was going to his last year without a deal. He still. No, I'm saying but he wasn't fired. So I'm saying he could have probably renegotiated. You know what I'm saying?
What did I just say? I said Southern let Odom go, right? That's what I said. Southern let him go. My point is, they was like basically, not that they fired him. I didn't say they fired him. I mean, like he walked out the door. When you had a coach that had been there, I guess it was time to move. Then you go get Dooley. And now 2 years later, you got to spend an extra damn near $1 million to get him to walk out. Now you got to run him out.
No, 3 years. Remember when
it was 3 years?
Yeah, because remember when Odom left, they had the intern prime first year.
No, I said, I mean, you had Dooley for 2 years, but they went with interim. That's true. They did go to interim. Rollins. Yeah, forgive me if my information in regards to any team that's not Jackson State, because I don't give a damn. I'm being honest. I don't keep up with them, so it'd be a little spotty. But my point is, it's tough, man, when you get to turning over coaches. Just saying, man. But y'all do y'all thing, bro. All I'm gonna say is, I said all that to say this. I was thinking this today. I was like, damn, I'm glad we got TC in place right now. Mm-hmm. Trust me, man. I don't want to deal with no coach change no time soon.
No.
You know, TC win. You know, we expect the expectation is to win, obviously. But damn, bro, I'm telling you, that turnover, man, is rough, bro. It is.
The fire is the easy part.
So what about Gremlin if they don't do nothing next year with you?
Oh, he out of there.
Yeah.
He out of there. Now he backdoor into that SWAC championship. They're gonna be like, well, they 5-5 right now. He win the Bayou Classic. He's 6-5. You can't, and then you just had a 4-star defensive lineman commit out of high school. You gotta leave you alone, man.
Well, they went last year with 3-8.
Yeah. Well, I don't know because Dooley backdoored into the SWAC championship last year, and they
Dooley lost into it, didn't he?
Got pumped, got punished.
Yeah, he backdoored into it because same thing for that. Well, might happen this week. Prairie View lost.
Prairie View and Texas.
How many people actually believe Prairie View gonna beat Texas, Alabama State?
It's possible.
Now, I'm not saying it ain't possible. I'm saying who's picking Prairie View to win that game is what I'm saying.
I can't call it.
I pick.
I ain't saying you. Of course you will pick them, but that ain't who you were. You picking them in anyway? I don't think you were because I think
you win division.
You did do that. So you want to go with your bet. You already lost your bet to the blue. So you gotta win something. You gotta win something. Now, hey, that's a good turnout though. You look, Alcorn got more. Damn, Alcorn will have what, 6 wins?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
but if he did have Prairie View win in the West though. I had Alcorn win in the West, but
I did too.
I can't have Alcorn beating us, so y'all. I want to be wrong. So
I had Texas.
At 30-0, Houston Christian lost Burning.
Yeah, that's Houston Christian ain't nowhere in the SWAC.
I think somebody said that. Listen, I watched the Prairie View game, man. They battled it out against Southern, man. How about Trajan Conley, man? He looked pretty damn good in that game. He looked pretty good, man. But Alabama State takes away that type of stuff from you, man. They got a damn good defense, and I just can't see. I ain't saying it won't happen, but man, they take away everything that you do. And then the young man, when they made the quarterback change, the young man has been balling. You got to give credit what credit is due. You know, they 6-3 because they got decent quarterback playing good and good defense. So, you know, we'll see.
Is Alabama State the one with that good corner?
USF. They're speaking with the kid they got from USF. Is that the kid?
He came from UAB.
Yeah, UAB, not USF. Yeah. It was one of them damn green schools.
Yeah, they the best defense in the SWAC right now. You got to give it to them. I don't mind giving credit where credit is due. They tough as hell on defense, man.
Alabama State.
Yeah.
What's wild is
coaching, man. The damn coaching. They take off his swagger, I guess, what you want to call it.
Man, they got playmakers, bro.
Yeah, Southern was the #1 defense for a long time to start the season, and they just fell off.
Well, when your offense is about as sorry as it is, you living off your defense the whole man. He died on the island with blood, and Joe said he bled out with him. And I don't get it. It's just you done signed big time. Look, man, I don't feel like he did enough to save himself. So, said who wins the West when PV and Alcorn lose to us? Gremlin, if Gremlin wins the Bayou Classic, but if Gremlin lose, Prairie View wins. But knowing the West, I think all 3 of them gonna lose.
Just like last year.
Yo, what's your thoughts on the Soul Bowl?
Man,
have you been keeping up with it much?
Yeah. I have no. If you had asked me before this week, I would have thought that Prairie View might. I'm not Prairie View. Alcorn might would have. You know what I'm saying? Might would have stole one from y'all, but at this point, I don't know. I don't know what I could trust because
just go ahead and factor in as a rival game. So regardless of what
it's a rivalry game. Doc brought up something good earlier. they on a short week too, because they played on the Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all done had 2 weeks.
Well, that's what I said. I said that earlier. It's short week versus rest.
Yeah. I don't know, man. And that's why I said that I can't count Alcorn out, but if I gotta pick which game gonna be pivotal, I'm gonna give y'all the game in the Soul Bowl just simply because, again, rest versus a short week, and then you got Prairie View and Alabama State. I give Prairie View a better chance. So yeah, it's gonna be wild. That's why it's funny to think that Grambling might end up in this championship. I
want it just for the heck of it, man. I want Grambling to go. I want Grambling to win the Bayou Classic and go to Bragg and just ugly it up versus FAMU. Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
one of them old janky teams like Grambling, you can't get them over there. I'm telling you, man. FAMU gonna mess around and screw up. You mess around. I don't want to see them against. They don't want Alcorn.
If they play them this
Alcorn is a matchup problem, in my opinion, to FAMU. Regardless of what has happened.
My question is, who do you want to see more? Because we talked about this too. My thought would be I probably want to see Grambling because Grambling defense.
I want to see Grambling for that very reason. I want to see Grambling for 3 reasons. Number one, I damn sure don't want to see Alcorn because I want to eliminate them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I want the game to end, and I want to look them in their face and be like, "Y'all ass finna go home just like we going home." And I wanted to have something to do with that. Yeah. So that'll make my season. Right?
Pleasure.
It's my pleasure to send Alcorn home. That's the first thing. Number 2, I do not want to see Prairie View versus FAMU. That'd be terrible.
The repeat.
I don't want to see that. That'll be terrible.
That's gonna be a thrash.
I want Grambling because it says Grambling defense is trash.
They are.
Grambling, in my opinion, I'm telling y'all, man, that program, they don't have nothing to lose if they go to the SWAC championship game. They got everything to gain. And it's hard as hell to beat a team that has nothing to lose. They playing with house money. They bring in the spirit of Eddie Robinson. And I'm telling you right now, man, that would be a tricky game because I'm telling you now, FAMU knows they would have to win that game. But if it goes like yesterday, where you mess around and the Grambling strike first, and then FAMU turn the ball over, everybody in Bragg ass gonna get tight. They ain't gonna lock up like a balled up fish. I'm telling you, that's just how it works. That's what I want to see. I would be happy if Grambling won the SWAC this year because I want to see FAMU lose. Grambling ain't had no beef with us this year, so I don't mind it. They go win. Let them go win. I want FAMU to lose. That's what I do. I'm rooting against FAMU. So whoever they play, but I don't feel like it can't be Alcorn because Alcorn would have had to beat us to get there. It damn sure can't be Prairie View because Prairie View gonna get shellacked. I just know that already. I don't think they got a chance of beating them. You know what I'm saying? But Grambling is just janky. They've always been janky. Even when they were bad, they janky, bro.
Hey, did that running back that left Valley with the Prairie View, did he do anything this year?
I ain't even seen Caleb Johnson do a whole lot of nothing.
I'll look it up in a second. I'm looking at it. Anyway.
Granted, don't say it ain't happening there. Because Alabama State is picked to beat Prairie View, and Jack State picked to beat Alcorn. And Dooley is a lame duck. And Southern is on the decline. So you get Grambling a chance to go win the Bayou Classic and put Dooley out of his misery and disrupt Southern program. I'm telling y'all, it can very well go that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling y'all now, do not count out Grambling if Prairie View wins, because I'm telling y'all, they rooting for us right now. Grambling, everybody wearing blue t-shirts and Alabama State gear.
It's the coalition rooting for Jackson State.
Man, they what we want to eat. What y'all want to eat today?
We don't get that support from the SWAC yet.
And the crazy thing about Grambling get to sit and wait a week to see
That's my point.
What they got to play for.
They watching. They're gonna be flipping back and forth. Alabama State, Jack State. They root for Jack State and Alabama. And print. They root for Alabama State and Jackson State right now. That's what they want. They are East fans right now. They fans of the East. And boy, oh boy, I would love to come away from this thing seeing Prairie View lost to Alabama State, Jack State beat Alcorn, and the Bayou Classic is what's going to decide the final. Because I promise you, if that's what it comes down to, Grambling will win the West. I'm telling y'all now. Grambling gonna win the West.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna win the West now. We all we got to do is beat Alcorn, and I think Alabama State gonna beat Prairie View. I do. I do. And then I'm gonna get to watch the Bayou Classic myself. I'm gonna watch that that's gonna be good to watch because I like seeing Southern lose.
Is that Sunday? Is that Saturday after Thanksgiving?
Saturday after Thanksgiving, TD. You already know it, baby. Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's at the Superdome, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
all
that.
Mercedes
Dome. Yeah, they call it.
But I say Superdome, right?
Mercedes-Benz Dome, whatever the hell they call it, crap down there.
Caesars, they didn't change it. Caesars Dome.
Yeah, one
Bishop Detective Captain Campbell.
Brother Ken.
I knew that was you, man.
North Jackson Brotherhood.
Bishop Detective Captain Campbell. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, just got a lot of jobs. You know how. But now, see, Ken, now, you know, I text you as a brother of United Front North Jackson. And then I hear you.
I ain't never rooted for FAMU.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So I'm coming to do what Rattlers do. Put my money where my mouth is, right?
I appreciate your money, but I want y'all to lose.
So this is fine. So, you know, like I say, I'm from Jackson, and I'm going to support my North Jackson homeboy. And Nook and TD, Miss Rochelle, everybody. So here's the bet I'm going to put out there, Ken.
Okay.
It's rivalry. It's rivalry. Y'all playing y'all rivals, we playing our rivals, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bet you that FAMU will be still cooking behind worse than y'all whoop Alcorn behind. I want y'all to be Alcorn behind because I don't even want to see Alcorn either. I want it to be the easiest road to get to the Celebration Bowl possible. So I tell you what.
I don't think that's a good bet, though.
No, that's not a good bet.
Come on,
that's a great bet.
Man, y'all gonna beat the brakes off me.
Man, listen, I've been here. Listen, everybody said, FAMU ain't did nothing the whole year. That's all I keep hearing, that we ain't played nobody, even though we played the exact same teams y'all played. So, you know, I'm just saying, and I know 1400 got confidence in them Tigers. I got confidence in them Tigers.
I ain't saying we ain't gonna win. That ain't that you ain't heard me.
You know, everybody saying Bethune gonna beat us.
Who said
you know,
that?
we gonna struggle. So I just figured that, you know, I would go ahead, you know, if y'all beat Alcorn, you know, I'd go ahead and give, you know, the channel to 2 season tickets to the basketball team, you know, so people can support those Tigers, you know, and stuff like that.
I don't think y'all gonna beat. I don't think I don't know, man. That's tough. I'm okay with beating Alcorn by a point.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to win. Matter of fact, I ain't even giving no score for the Alcorn game. I just want to win. All I want is a dub. The hell with a score. Give me more than less. More versus less. That's all I want. So I just think Bethune-Cookman ain't really good this year, bro. I know they beat the crap out of Pine Bluff. Did they just play? Who they play? Who they just whooped?
I just beat Alabama A&M.
Alabama A&M.
A&M. Damn, they beat the hell out of them too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Played y'all tough.
Yeah, they played us tough.
They got a team.
We almost beat ourselves though.
Their team was hard. I'll give them that.
Well, see, I was trying to get some of that nice, you know, KC-1400 merchandise. You know what I'm saying? It look all nice and stuff. You know, I was just trying to see if I can win, you know, like that dark, that black, man, that thing was kind of slick, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I got a 3X for you if you want one.
No, bro. I ain't them big boys like you on TV, bro. I'm a slim, bro. You know, I ride a bike 20 miles there. Hey, man, I'm nice and medium over here, bro. I ride a bike 20 miles every day. I can't carry that weight like y'all big boys do.
Hey, man,
can't do that.
No 3X. I get about a 2X in me.
Yeah. See, I don't have nothing. Don't nothing X go with me other than some money. That's the only X I want extra. I don't no clothes size. No, I don't do that. Now, Ken, come on, man. Now, me and you, we got to figure out something because I want to support the channel, but we got to have something fun now.
I'm telling you now, that's not a good bet. I would.
That ain't a good bet.
Bethune-Cookman was about the same caliber as Alcorn. I would say that's a good bet. But record-wise and just no, come on, dog. Now I am rooting for Bethune-Cookman this weekend though.
Well, I know that, and that's fine. I'll accept it. I have no problem. You know, I don't blame you. I have no problem who you root for.
I'm rooting against I'm rooting against my own reality. I don't think y'all gonna lose. I say that. I give y'all credit. I think y'all gonna win the SWAC and the Celebration Bowl. But I don't want to listen to y'all when y'all do it.
See, listen. I don't want to listen to us when we do it. Because them folks gonna be ignorant. I'm just telling you. So I already know.
Man, I ain't even ready.
They're gonna be horrible. I'm just gonna tell you, they are going to be horrible.
I gotta listen to EA in the chat and all these.
Bro, listen. Let me tell you something. It's people that y'all don't even know. It's people that y'all don't even know that y'all gonna get tired of and block. Trust me. I'm telling you. Them fools have been waiting for this for 30 years to get to Atlanta and party. And like I said, if we play Howard, which you know Howard, all they gonna do is bring Puppets, just gonna bring the whole party. So ain't gonna be nothing but groupies and people like Nick Cannon coming to the game. They ain't never came to a Howard game ever.
Let me say this though. If Grambling come to Tallahassee, they gonna beat y'all.
They're not gonna beat us, Ken.
Telling you, man.
We already got thick 36 already ready sitting on the sideline. They're not gonna beat us.
That's gonna be y'all problem.
They're not. They're not gonna beat us, Ken.
Y'all think y'all got the game won already?
No. See, this is the difference. No. Wait a minute now. Now, Ken, me and you all, I have talked to you all. The one thing I'm going to give Willie credit, and he has kept his team to know what the mission at hand, because the pressure that this team had to have to win. Now, they have not looked anybody and taken anybody for granted the whole year. I got to give those boys credit. They have not. So I don't think they're going to go in there and say, "Oh, we're going to beat Grambling." No, I think those guys are late. They've proven that.
Did y'all play Grambling this year?
No, we didn't play Grambling. We played them the last 2 years. They rolled off.
Okay, yeah, that'll be a good game though. That's a game I'm rooting for. I want to see something I ain't seen already. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I thought Alcorn was going to do it.
Win yesterday in order for that to happen.
Yeah, but I told everybody that Alcorn was going to have a problem with Texas Southern because, like I said, they played us hard. They played y'all hard. Those guys were peaking at the right time, and it was something about Alcorn. I didn't feel good about that game, so I wasn't shocked. I'm gonna tell you the team that was looking ahead. Alcorn was looking ahead because they had already booked their rooms to Tallahassee. They just knew they were going to beat Texas Southern, beat y'all, and say, "Oh, we come to Tallahassee." So that was the team out of everybody.
What room they booked?
Bro, they said they had their rooms booked for Tallahassee. After they beat Southern, they already they were calling me, telling me where was I staying.
You know, Alcorn, they show up to the SWAC championship. They support the conference.
Oh no. They said they were coming as in to play.
No, it was a 4 out there laid that egg yesterday.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. After they beat Southern, that's my point. They were the team that was taking it for granted. After they beat Southern, all you heard was the Alcorn Braves with no phone reception saying that they were going to beat Texas Southern, beat y'all, and beat us. Now I know this for a fact. I know, again, I know, Ken, you cut off social media, but I'm just saying that's what the word on the street is, just to tell you.
I be on social media. I just don't be looking at what they be talking about. But Jerome, appreciate the membership, brother. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. But now we think of something else, man, and let me know on Wednesday.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna come back on Wednesday, but I do want to say one thing. And again, I did text Ken because I'm proud of you, again, with you guys. It's always amazing that people that hate on y'all, that they never had a kid go to Jackson State, never gave a dime to Jackson State, and worried about what Jackson State doing. So, man, like I told Ken to keep that hating wins in his cells, to keep doing what you guys are doing. Because, like I say, man, that thing, when I see stuff like that, it bothers me because, again, why you worrying about what kids are doing and stuff like that? And the kid, Petty, he's from Wiggins, Mississippi. That's where my Breeders are from. I talk to his family. They know all my family. So, again, when I see that, I'm going to always support what you guys doing because, again, it's always people that have never given a dime to none of our schools telling us what we need to do. So I'm going to make a challenge because I know they watched it. If you want to talk mess, come see me and put your money where your mouth is.
Hey, you heard it.
Period. So all right, Ken, I'll come back on Wednesday. Now, we got to figure out something. Like I want to, I want to support them Tigers. You know what I'm saying? And I want some of that KC1400 merchandise, man.
I got you, brother. I got some media, man. I think I got a couple shirts in there. I send you something. I got you covered.
All right. No, man, I appreciate you, man. Y'all keep North Jackson strong, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yes, sir. Let me say this though about that before anybody else say anything. I interviewed Kobe Paul today. Boy, that interview gonna be electric, man. I'll make sure on Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. When that interview dropped, go watch it, man. Great interview, man. Great kid. Great interview. And of course, I ain't run from the nonsense. We had to touch on that a little bit. The controversial picture at Colorado. Oh, yeah. We ain't run from that either. But you're going to enjoy what he had to say. I think it was a great perspective, though. And I had a good time with that. Alcorn fans apparently don't know history. But to your point, man, I don't know what's going to happen, man. We don't know. But it's going to be damn good experiencing it. It's going to be a good Saturday of football. Real good Saturday. Because they got meaningful games going on. And I'm going to be looking at my phone, bro, like going left and right. Hell, I'm going to be keeping up with the MEAC because I got to see what's going to happen with this Howard Morgan game.
You have us looking at it.
That's what I'm saying. Got to make sure I keep up with the Howard Morgan game. But that's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting.
What time they play? 2?
I got to look at the time. I don't know yet. But it's probably going to be early because they on the East Coast.
They usually
time.
play early games. Hold up. It's
12
o'clock.
Well,
12, dang. 12 on ESPN Plus.
So yeah, we'll be catching that game right around the time. Yeah, I got to make sure I tune in for that one. I got Howard winning against Morgan.
Yeah, I
know Morgan is playing tough. Damn, South Carolina State was supposed to beat Morgan, but they squeaked out a win over them. Howard going? I think Howard go to me. I think Howard's going to the Celebration Bowl, man. I think they are.
Yeah,
I think they are.
Hey, not to be lost in this. At 1 o'clock, South Carolina State, Norfolk State, Buddy Pugh's last game.
Yep. Yeah, that's gonna be something, man. That's gonna be interesting. I think a legend, man. What 23 years?
I think so.
Something to that effect. Yeah, Morgan do got a good defense. That's true. I think, but Buddy Pugh, man, what a storied career, man. I was watching the 49ers yesterday. You see Hargrave, one of his kids, man, that played for him, man. He got a lot of kids that he's put in the NFL, a legend in the HBCU ranks in his own right. And hey, man, shout out to Buddy Pugh. Wish him the best, man. He leave it out on his own terms. It's gonna be interesting to see what South Carolina State do, though. It's always interesting, man. You catch one of these up-and-coming coaches, man, to get an opportunity. Maybe they go the Bowie route. Maybe they go get the young man who replaced Damon Wilson over at Bowie. Who knows? Maybe they go to who's at Albany State right now?
Queen Gray. He just got there.
He just got there. I was just about to say that. Yeah. We'll see.
I mean, Coach Pugh. I always say that's my cousin. But did the most with the least amount of, resources. All the players he's put in the league, the wins he's had. So
does he have someone on that staff that can replace? Maybe they go internal.
That's a good question.
I know he brought back a OC, I think an OC or a DC, one of the two that was there on that staff when they won a few championships. So maybe you keep it together and try to see what you can come up with.
A lot of people, a name people are talking about, Teddy Keaton. He's at Allen right now, right? Right down the street. That's a name that has become popular. But it's a few names. Kobe wouldn't tell us. Kobe knows some names. He said he's heard, but he wouldn't tell us. So y'all might be able to get it out of him. He like y'all more than he like us.
He gonna keep that one close to the best, as he should.
Yeah,
he's moving up to AD, so that's good. He's moving up to the athletic director. Wow, that's going the W.C. Gordon route.
like right now he's the acting AD. I don't know if that's temporary or if that's full time. I know he's temporarily the AD, so I don't know if that's
Hey man, Buddy Pugh, the legend, the legendary Buddy Pugh. But hey man, let's see, man. We got TC Taylor versus Fred McNair. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be the most packed out HBCU game of the weekend. That's gonna be interesting to see. We're gonna have a lot of recruits at this game. This is a big recruiting weekend for us. That's why we got to go get it. It's gonna be awkward, man, finishing the game and then like, damn, the season over. There ain't no SWAC championship. You know what I mean? Kind of got used to that.
Yeah.
So we'll be back though, man. I mean, we got our heads up high. I really want to end this thing on a positive note. I want Jacoby to go into the offseason 4-0 with his first 4 starts. It leaves the conversations into the offseason is just so much better when you finish on a winning note. If we can finish, it'll be the first time we finish the season with a dub in the past few years. Go ahead.
And I think with him being at the helm and now being announced as the start QB1 with his potential, I think that probably opened a lot of more doors for good recruits to come on in knowing that they have a talent like him to play with.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're gonna see some announcements of some returnees. People always want to talk about who leaving the room, but I think people are gonna be excited about who's returning. You know, and if we got anything to do with it, we're gonna definitely try to do our part to assist in any way we can with keeping those that want to stay Tigers in the room. You know what I mean? And that's going to be good, man, because when you kind of know what you got, especially from a defensive standpoint, if the coaches can say, look, man, we clicking on offense, man. We need to come in. We losing a lot on defense, I think. I saw a linebacker that we offered today, man, who I hope we get him. I went talk. I said, man, I need you in a Tiger uniform, boy. He got that nasty to him, TD. Oh,
really?
Man, my kind of linebacker. I said, boy, I need you in a uniform. Do you hear me? But I was thinking about this today. I was talking to somebody that's a big supporter of the channel, an alum, and we was talking about just the young guys that are going to be returning, hopefully, on the defensive side of the ball. Stanley Cooks, Bruce Batman, Mitchell Narik Sharp. You know what I'm saying? Braxton Barney. We got some studs in the just sat on ice this year, Poe. That
there were a lot of sophomores.
There's gonna be some red shirt freshmen that's gonna contribute in a big way next year. And that I'm excited about. You got to keep them in the room. And I think the coaches are gonna do a good job of that. One thing that's unspoken, I think one thing about our program that not even a lot of our fans are fully aware of is the way that our coaches has been able to sell the program to them and accepting of being, hey, I need you to red shirt and go through the system and learn the system, get into the strength and conditioning program. And then you have an opportunity to really make an impact. Talking to Kobe Paul, like he kind of went that route. He talked about he was a walk-on, then he got injured. You know what I'm saying? He sat on ice for 2 years and then still had to grind it out, to get to where he's at now. But I like that, man, because if you look at the programs that are winning, they built their success on the sustainability of, building it from the ground up, not so much as from the portal. The portal was cool, but the only thing about the portal is you get a lot of kids coming in through the portal. If things ain't looking how they wanted to look, they get to looking back in the portal again. You know what I'm saying? So that's one side of it as well. So, but we're gonna have a actual, we're gonna have a reflective show when the season is over and just kind of chronicle those that actually did leave, kind of see how well that they did, what are they doing now. and how things look for them. You know, because there are some players that left Jackson State, man, that's doing pretty well at the next level or wherever they're at right now.
Rucker, man, they won the championship over there.
Who did?
Rucker.
Oh, they won a chip?
Yep. Or the division who they play for, their conference.
They won their division or they won the championship?
I mean, they conference, whatever they play for over there.
OVC?
Yeah, I guess that's what, that Tennessee Martin.
UT Martin won OVC?
Martin.
Yeah, they won.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I know last time I said they didn't have a winning record. They weren't that good. But I know they probably won the conference game.
They won.
So they don't have a conference championship game. They basically just go to the playoffs, huh?
Yeah, I think they do best. Yeah, they first in the Ohio Valley. So yeah.
What's their record?
You said they ain't good. They 8-2.
Who they got next, man? Well, I mean,
undefeated in the conference.
Damn. Okay.
No, I think them. They
shout out to Ruck, man. Ruck and Michael, please.
Let me make sure that's it for them.
But here's the thing, like this is so check this out. This is something I do want to say though. Why wouldn't a freshman want to sit and play? And I say that is because you got time. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't lost anything, you still got 4 full years of eligibility. You can go to the portal, but guess what? You got the next wave of high schoolers coming in. You also got other kids that's coming in through the portal. So you want to get on the field. So if you ever want to get to that next level, the objective is to play. That's the objective. So, you know, I think I think they've done a really good job of selling that, man. We got some kids in the room that I think is going to stay. Not everybody's going to. I think our fans are still suffering from PTSD for the amount of we're going through withdrawals and rejection, man. We had a lot of kids leave the room last year, so people expecting a big turnout in the portal. Listen, man, I ain't worried about the portal, folks. You know what I mean? It's going to happen. Some players going to leave. I'm telling you that now. We've been saying that. We've been saying that since week 3. Get your mind wrapped around it. Somebody going to leave. Now, we'd love for everybody to stay, but that's just not realistic, man. Not in this day and age. It would be cool if everybody stayed. We're going to push for it, but somebody going to leave. But just as fast as they come through, they leave, we got somebody coming in.
Porter giveth, Porter taketh away.
All day, every day. We just say choose wisely. Yeah. You know, and that's our biggest thing, you know. So, but anywho, we got 10 more minutes.
Yeah. Fellas, before I get ready to get up off here, I got to ask y'all a question, and I hate to steal the conversation.
Oh, you good?
Basketball.
Yes, sir.
Coach Reed.
Yep.
What we looking like this year? What y'all looking like?
We ain't gonna lose nobody.
Because
I'll say this. Our biggest test is gonna be UAPB.
Okay.
Zay Green is a dog. She the real deal, bro. I ain't gonna take that away from her. Coach Thorne she got a hell of a team. Now, you know how that goes. I don't think nobody in the conference is touching our team. We are loaded, bro. And I mean loaded. And I mean that. I got to say this. In all the years that Coach Tamika Reed has been in Jackson State, this might be the loadest she's ever been, bro.
She said the best team she had on paper. This is the best team she had.
They crazy deep. And I'm talking about, man, we're going to win 20-plus games this year, easily. We're going to win over 20. We're going to win multiple out-of-conference games. We will. I'm telling you that right now. Against some, we're going to win multiple out-of-conference games this year. Don't expect us to go and look like we don't belong. Them girls are for real, man. And it's going to help with the guard play. Having Maya Crump back is huge because Maya Crump, she had over a dub versus LSU in the game that we should have won in the tournament. You know what I mean? She was a star that day. But do we have a Deja Rogan this year? Probably not to that caliber. But Tylen Bowler is she first team all SWAC. You know, so you got a great wing player. You got 2 bigs in the middle. So you got good size. We're gonna have the size over everybody, and we got great guard play. So then you got the young lady that transferred from Texas Southern. You got the young lady that transferred from Mississippi Valley. You got the young lady that transferred. Huh?
One of the girls, well, from Memphis, but not
Southwest. One of the JUCOs, she from Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
We got a deep squad, man, and I think we're gonna score over 100 multiple games, man. These girls are good, man. I don't say that. I do not have my blue and white glasses on when I say that. I'm just looking at it from a basketball standpoint, looking at what we got. Kashana Luckett, 5th-year senior. Haley Breland, Ruck. Not Ruck, I mean Crump. Angel Jackson, Daphne White, Talon Bowler, to name a few. Then you get into that depth. It's gonna be ugly, man. Now, once they find their groove and they learn how to play with each other, they really gonna run it up. That's why their non-conference slate is gonna be really good. I can't wait to see what they do. Tougaloo is gonna be it's gonna be cardio, bro. You know, You hate to say that.
I say, wow.
It's gonna be cardio. I'm just telling you, it's gonna be ugly.
Y'all know
they might win by 50 or 60 on it. And that's no disrespect to Tougaloo. It's just what we are. They're going up against a juggernaut. And then you get into non-conference play. You hit the road. Now we got Texas on the schedule this year. I was just looking at our schedule before we started the game, man. If you don't mind, let me go back to it because I literally just had it up. And our girls, man, they're gonna be special, bro.
Hey, Ken, did you Mark, do you know the age requirements? Did you find out about the age requirement as far as the season tickets?
There are no child season tickets.
So basketball?
Yeah, 5 and under, I think you get in free, but there are no youth tickets.
I got to pull it up, Ken. They got Oregon State, Kansas State.
I'm still gonna look at it. You can go ahead though.
Mississippi State, Miami, Texas. Those are like big time.
So I plan on making the Southeastern Louisiana game in Hammond. One of my former colleagues, Ken Berry, his daughter played Pflugerville High School. Avery Berry, she plays for them. She committed out of Austin. So I plan on going to that game Monday in Hammond. That's going to be our first out-of-conference game. And I think we're going to, they're going to be solid. It's going to be a good game. Then we got you. Then they go to Puerto Rico, which I would love to make, by the way. I ain't going to make that game. Hey, bro, it's during Thanksgiving, so I definitely ain't going to make that one. Then they go to Manhattan, Kansas, go to Kansas State, Oregon State, at Mississippi State, at Miami, at Texas. Damn. Yeah, that's brutal. But I mean, you got UCF, you got Puerto Rico and Mayagüez, and then you got St. John's. I mean, we're gonna squeak out a few of them wins, bro. I haven't looked at them teams, but I'm gonna go check them out and just kind of see. I mean, Pine Bluff really should have beat Oregon State, bro. They had them.
Yeah.
They had them up by a lot at halftime, and then they just kind of lost their way in the second half. But I'm definitely going to that Texas game in Austin. I'll be at home for that. And Texas is always tough, but Vic Schaefer over at Texas. So, Vic and Tamika got a really good relationship. Mm-hmm. So he always makes sure that, Texas came to Jackson last year. That was just cool as hell, Mm-hmm. And they came to Jackson when he was at Mississippi State. So
they played the Coliseum that year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came up and just, he came in there to talk to the team. I mean, relationships matter, man. That's a money game. You know what I'm saying? You can almost imagine, look, put us on that schedule so y'all can get this check, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted, though. They're going to have to play to beat us, bro. I'm telling you, bro, we're going to shock some people this year. We're going to shock the world, man. conference play, y'all better come with it. That's all I'm gonna say. So we just got to get out there and support them. I know folks want to talk about Tamika Reed's contract. Don't get it twisted, man. We got one of the best ADs in the game, bro. He ain't stupid. He know what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what conversation they having and how they choose to do it. But if we can pay for it, we're gonna definitely throw everything we got to keep us. So that's how. That's anything else on basketball? You been keeping up with the men?
I haven't been keeping up with the men. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care about basketball till football season really over with.
Yeah,
I care enough to catch a game every now and then, like when ain't nothing else on TV. I don't care about basketball season for real till football season over with.
Especially
see, Jeremiah, that's not disrespect. You take it as disrespect, but if I'm talking X's and O's in basketball, it ain't disrespect. I don't mean to ain't no disrespect, but y'all ain't got what we got. That's not disrespect. That's just dogmatism, bro. So at the end of the day, I was going to ask you this real quick. I'm like that too, but the men just so happen to be right in my backyard, so I got to go see them and support them. Man, what was your thoughts? This ain't got nothing to do with Jackson State, bro. LSU took an L to Nichols, bro.
Bro, I was where was I? I was at my son high school football game, and I was sitting there trying to figure out what was going on with the refs in that game, because I don't know if they was just missing their dogs or missing they canes, because they was obviously blind. But I just so happened to click on it and check. LSU still suffering from the Will Wade stuff.
Yeah,
they still suffering. Because when McMahon came in, he basically brought in he had to basically pull an entire team together out of the portal.
Yeah, I know you got Bill Baker over there from Austin.
Yeah, so this year it's not necessarily as bad, but he's still having to piece together everything from the portal. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna need time, or if it's just, hey, let's just sit this out, ride this out till we get through these sanctions or whatever happened, and go from there.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm it's gonna be interesting, man. Like I said, I'm like you. After Saturday, bro, it's all basketball for us. We'll watch the games, but we ain't gonna be. When we come on here, we're going to be talking some basketball, man, and talking other sports and stuff. And then we'll touch on football as well. But, the only football next week is going to be Bayou Classic, I think. And what, Turkey Day? Is it Thanksgiving?
Turkey Day Classic, you got Bayou, and then that's it till Celebration Bowl. And the Beach Bowl.
So
D2.
I'm interested to see what they do with that, man. I'm happy for the D2 programs. I like that. They just gonna pick a couple of teams, or they
named Johnson C. Smith and Fort Valley State.
Wow. Okay. So I wonder what the criteria went into.
Nobody knows. We're trying to figure out, because I would have thought it would have been the runner-ups or whoever didn't get into the playoffs, like the next best teams who didn't get into the playoffs.
Okay.
But the only two teams that got in the playoffs were Benedict and Virginia Union, which were your two winners, your two champions. Yeah. So I would have thought maybe the runner-ups or it was several teams in the SIAC who I think could have made it just off the, how good they played. But
yeah, it's interesting to see, man. I like that, man. I like that for them. That's good for them. I wouldn't mind a bowl game outside the Celebration Bowl.
I wouldn't mind it.
Day, man. They need this.
Let's get a second best versus the SWAC. Versus the second best. Give me a Jackson State versus Morgan or something like that, man.
I'm gonna tell you what I want to see.
I want to see about 6 HBCU bowl games.
Huh?
Can we get about 6 HBCU bowl games?
Man, I want an HBCU playoff.
Yeah.
Take that too.
I'm gonna tell you what I want to see, and I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep saying this till it comes to fruition. On the basketball side, you know how all these conferences do these like ACC versus Big Ten challenge. I want to see a SWAC versus MEAC basketball challenge.
Hey, baby, you already got it this year, baby. It's the Celebration Bowl weekend. It's the CP3 Classic in Vegas, man. We got A&T and we got Howard, and I'm there.
Okay.
I'm now December the 16th, December 17th.
Yeah.
Because we ain't going to the celebration bowls. I might well go on to go to Vegas and check out the men's basketball team.
Look,
We'll be
fellas,
working.
I just want to say, man, you know, I love everything y'all do over
Appreciate
here.
you, brother. No doubt.
Appreciate it. I don't know. I got to figure out sometime next year. I got to get to the vet. I don't know which game. I got to get to the vet.
Get the game for you already.
FAMU.
Jackson State versus FAMU, man.
That's
That's the game to be there, baby. Let's go. Hey, I need and listen, FAMU. I'm telling y'all ahead of time. He said 6 to 8 bowl game. Nook want everything. Hey, made me lose my damn thought. God dog it. I was going to say something, but oh my goodness. No, but I was gonna say FAMU. That's what it was. Man, yeah. bring the marching 100 next year, bro. Don't be doing that, bro. Don't be coming all the way to Jackson and don't bring the band, dog. I know y'all got a whole year to stack your coin. Y'all gonna go get some money. If you win the SWAC and go, you know what I'm saying, you can make some money. So you should be able to bring your band and let's make it a great experience in Jackson, man.
Let me tell you, when they came here to A&M, they came up to the game. The band was late. The game was going on. It was kind of, you know, saying it's quiet, you know. And the referees, if only one band there, they'll make the band be quiet. Or at least they try to. FAMU came in, the whole feel of the game completely changed. So
you know what? You know when that happened? Texas Southern. They had the same situation. It was just the boom there. We in the middle of the first quarter and we hear it was like, what the hell? What is that? I said, oh shit, Texas Southern mean that, man. I was like, oh, the boom. Hey, you can just see the boom over there just licking their chop. They like, come on in, baby. Come on in. We've been waiting on you.
Wait on the stop.
Randy, man, I ain't seen you in forever, man. Good to see you, brother. It's grand opening, grand closing, though. We've been getting ready to shut it down, Randy. But good to see you, brother. But now, bro, appreciate you coming up, Doc, man. We'll be back on Wednesday talking some more football. Hey, G.
No. Them big bad Braves.
I need to see you on Wednesday, dog. Calling OG. Hey, G.
Them big bad Braves with you.
Come on over, baby. Come on. Come on over now. Wednesday. Come on up. I want to hear from you. Come on up. Give you the platform to say what you got to say. Y'all go out there and put APV. Y'all let G know we looking for him. Come on down, baby. Come on over. All you brave Tigers out there. All you brave Tigers, we call them brave Tigers, man, because most of them, you know, they were brave because they couldn't be a Tiger. But anyway, I'm just playing. Nah, man, let's talk some football. I love to hear from the other side, man. If y'all want to come up talk football with us, feel free to join the platform on Wednesday. You know, Friday, we're gonna figure it out on Friday. I don't know what it might be a short one on Friday, man, because you know we're gonna be in the city and doing our thing. But we love to have some of the Alcornites on the show on Wednesday to talk a little football. We want to talk about how y'all felt about that shellacking on yesterday and what you think about this game coming up. It's gonna be a good game, man.
Don't scare them off, Ken. You gotta let them come up first.
They ain't never scared. They ain't never scared.
Oh, he want to talk about this slacking. I ain't going up there.
No, they one thing about him, you know, G don't run. He gonna talk. He said today, he like, look, man, he's sticking with his guys. I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Let me say this for the record before we get out of here. That game on Sunday has nothing to do with the game on Saturday. I'm trying to tell y'all, it has nothing to do with it, other than the fact short turnaround. That could be the only thing, you know, injuries, short turnaround, that type of stuff. Outside of that, how they played that game ain't got nothing to do with how they might play against us. It's a whole different game. It's a rivalry game. It's a lot that's at stake, and I think we're going to get Alcorn's best shot. And I think Jackson State, we need to show up and give our best shot. It's just that simple. Don't go in there thinking that we fit, oh, man, folks saying, man, they got whooped, so we going to whoop them.
They got some big boys. They got some big boys.
Yeah, you know, they got a team, man. They 6-4.
Yeah.
They 6-4 for a reason. We 7-3. We want to finish 8-3. They want to finish 7-4. They want to make us be 7-4 with the that's what they want. But you know, I like 8-3 for Coach TC Taylor. 8-3 are special numbers, man. They special numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel 8-3 coming on, man. That's what I feel. So that's all I got for tonight, man. It's good to see y'all, bro. You know, we all be together one last time for the game. Well, you know, at least for football this season, and then we'll jump into recruiting. We'll jump into basketball, and we'll see what kind of postseason bowls we'll get into. You know, we got the HBCU Legacy Bowl because we know it's going to be some Jackson State Tigers on that team.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. Hopefully, John Huggins and somebody, you know, can get an opportunity to go to one of these postseason bowl games. We'll see, though.
Yeah, there.
Anybody, y'all got anything before we get out this joint?
No, sir. Y'all guys have a good night.
Tiger Nation.
Much love.
Appreciate you, Tiger Nation. If you want to donate to the platform, you got Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. We appreciate all donations. All donations goes toward the benefit of this channel. Keep this thing rocking and rolling, man. D.I. love, as always. Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate everybody. See y'all later.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we're talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that was huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.